soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from Prince George's Stadium. We're getting set for Game 5 in this 6-game series between the Altoona Curve and your Bowie Baysox. Glad you're with us. Matt Sabatas with you from the ballpark in Bowie. Well, the Baysox, they had their hot streak pretty much run into a brick wall last night. Altoona plated 5 runs in the first inning and was able to use that momentum to carry them the rest of the way. While the Baysox did make inroads, chipping away at it, they weren't able to get that key hit that had really just run them through such a big winning streak to open this series. Bowie drew 4 walks in the first inning, but could not get a base hit. They scored twice in that frame and then didn't score again until the 5th when Joey Ortiz picked up an RBI single. Connor Norby had his 3rd home run of the series, a solo blast in the 7th inning, but that would be it for the Baysox. They stranded 7 on base and lost 6-4. The fact that they at least made it a competitive game and made it to where it looked like the ninth inning could have been a possibility is not only a testament to what the offense was at least able to do under immense pressure. It's always tough to be trailing 5-0 before you even see a pitch, but not only the offense, the bullpen, most specifically. The Baysox bullpen tossed 8 1/3 innings of one-run ball. The only run that the pen allowed was a solo home run given up by Jake Przina to the first batter he faced in the second inning. And after that, Bowie pitching had only allowed 2 base hits and 2 walks while totaling up, what was it? Can I count here, Adam? Let's see if I can figure out how to count. It was 10 strikeouts in that 8 1/3 innings for the Bowie bullpen. So if they can just make a couple of those combinations and get a good start from Garrett Stallings today, then they'll be in good standing. They'll pick up the win and the series win at the same time.
Yes, and obviously it's going to be that big inning, right? Last night when you look at it, my dad always told me, he said, Adam, look at the box scores. Quite often a team will score more runs in one inning than the other team scores in the entire game, which you wouldn't think would be the case in the game of baseball. That happened last night. Altoona scoring 5 runs in the first. And when you look back at that first inning, Bowie really had a few chances to minimize the damage, maybe give up 2 or 3 runs, and if you do so, I do think it's a completely different game. Garrett Stallings on the mound has had one of the most uneven seasons of a pitcher we have seen in Bowie in some time. Obviously, his numbers are one of struggle, right? 3-8 with a high ERA, 7.70, but I don't think it tells the entire tale. Stallings has pitched so well for long spaces of time during the year, but he has been hurt by the big inning, and quite often early in games, most notably in the month of June, and he had one in Altoona. So the question tonight is, can the Baysox stay away from that big inning from Altoona?
We can discuss Stallings a little bit more in a second, but we've got to get you set up with the numbers for today's game. Altoona comes in for game number 85, a 47-47 mark in the year, a 1-game winning streak, 5-5 over their last 10, and 23-26 on the road. Bowie comes in for game number 94 on the year, 43-50 this season, a 1-game losing streak, 7-3 over their last 10, 26-22 at home. And in the second half, Bowie is 16-8, Altoona is 14-11. The Curve are in third place, 2.5 games behind Bowie, as the Baysox are in first overall, but they are in a tie with the Erie Seawolves, who are on a 5-game winning streak, also 16-8 in the second half. So Bowie needs to win today to make sure that they stay in first place, and hopefully they get a little bit of good luck from the Reading Fightin' Phils as they face off against Erie. Starting pitching matchup, of course, features Garrett Stallings. He'll face off against right-hander Quinn Priester. Priester has been one of the hottest prospects in the Pirates organization, 2019 first-round selection. Did miss the start of the season due to an oblique injury suffered at the tail end of spring training, but following 2 brief rehab outings, he made his Double-A debut with the Curve in mid-June, and really he's looked right at home since. He's not really had any sort of issue, aside from just early bits of efficiency where he couldn't reach the 5th inning in his first 3 starts, but since then, he's reached the 5th inning in his last 3 starts, tossed 16 1/3 innings, and has not allowed an earned run in those 3, 17 strikeouts and just 3 walks in that span. He's got a good fastball that can sit in the upper half of the mid-90s and pairs well with a good curveball. He also brings in a sinker, a changeup, and a slider that he added within the past couple of years. That moves hard in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Adam gave you the rundown on Garrett Stallings. There's not much more that needs to be said about the season that it's been for Stallings. Of course, he comes in following what was the 43 earned runs and 53 hits in just 17 innings across 6 games from May 27th to June 28th, so basically 1 month's time, in which Bowie was the losing team in every game that he started during that span, including one against Altoona. But after he had given up an early solo home run to a batter for Richmond on July 2nd, Stallings had completely turned a new leaf. He rattled off 16 consecutive scoreless innings, the longest by a Baysox player this season. He gave up just 7 hits, did not walk a batter either, and struck out 24 in that 16-inning span. But the cracks did start to show a little bit last week in Richmond. He was the losing pitcher in Bowie's meltdown loss in which they led 6-0 against the Squirrels but lost 7-6. Stallings allowed 4 runs, only 2 earned, with 2 home runs. Both of the 2 unearned runs were on a game-tying 2-run blast by Jacob Hayward after a 2-out error extended the inning. So you can't fault Stallings fully on that one, but it's still on the conscience. And as long as he comes out with that level-headedness that he's at least been approaching every single appearance of his this season with, then he should be fine. He's a very stoic guy. He knows what the assignment is, and he knows how to attack it. So as long as he can come out and continue that, hopefully this will be a good rebound for him, because Altoona was the team that really kind of started the decline for Stallings in that month of June. He had allowed 8 runs and 7 earned in just 1 1/3 innings against Altoona in his first start of June. That was on the 2nd at PNG Field. We've got plenty to come here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. When we return, I had a conversation with Sheldon Perkins the other day, a very good chat with the Bowie reliever, talk a little bit about his slider. We'll get you some of that in just a second. So we're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We'll get your red capes ready and your iron suits too, because it's Superhero Day at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, July 31st. You can meet your favorite costumed hero, and the first 750 fans ages 13 and up will pick up a Grayson Rodriguez Superman bobblehead for their own. Not only that, but it'll also be Heroes Day at the ballpark, honoring police, fire, and EMS with a Guns N' Hoses charity softball game. And the Baysox will wear custom Heroes jerseys, auctioned off post-game to benefit the Children's Cancer Foundation. Sunday, July 31st, so get your tickets at baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
We're back into the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, getting set for Game 2 in this 6-game series between Bowie and Altoona. Sitting down with Sheldon Perkins for the first time this season. Lead reliever for Bowie came in and finished out the game with the 9th inning. Just walk us through the frame itself. It took a little bit, but you were still able to close it out fine, and your slider was really moving well.
Yeah, last night was a little struggle. I came in, wanted to get 3 quick outs. That wasn't the plan last night. And the best thing I could do was, minimize the damage, and that's what I tried to do, limiting the free passes that has kind of, bit me in the butt a little bit this year. So just trying to work on that, and that's a great time to work on different pitches and, get better for when it's a close game and my number's called.
Yeah. What specific pitches do you think you may have been able to work on a little bit in that scenario?
Even, the results might have not been there, but I think I threw some good change-ups. Slider wasn't where I wanted to be yesterday. I wanted to flip it in for a strike and then throw one that kind of puts guys away with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
So I think the changeup was a real positive yesterday.
So one of the main questions that I will like to ask pitchers a lot of times is comparing what other pitchers throw, and asking the quote is, who throws the nastiest pitch? Your slider is usually the main answer. So what would you say led to that? Is it just kind of a bit of the talent, the natural talent, some way you get the spin on it, the grip on it? What has led to it, you think?
I actually think it's a blessing and a curse. I think I really can spin the ball very well, and I'm not sure. Some guys are really good pronators. I'm not really that. I kind of get the ball, and I'm trying to throw it straight.
Yeah.
Even fastballs, but they kind of cut on me a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's where, I've tried to, offset it and backspin the ball. So I think naturally, I'm just gifted enough to, make the ball go left.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes that could be a blessing and a curse because when I want to throw a straight fastball, some guys, on this team can do really well. I cannot. So that's something I'm working on, and it's a blessing and a curse.
So in that same vein, do you have a very tough hook on your golf swing?
See, my golf swing is actually the opposite because I am actually slicing the ball really bad right now, and that's another thing me and a couple of the guys are working on. It's brutal to see me on the course right now, that's for sure.
Well, you got that golf training center at the apartment complex, though, so I imagine a few hours are spent in there. What goes into just trying to maybe make some of those small tweaks and adjustments? Obviously, the way the technology has evolved in baseball these days, it's to a microscopic level at points to kind of make some of those adjustments. So where do some of those changes necessarily lie? Is it an arm slot thing, a grip thing, or a release point thing, or just a mixture?
I would say it's a mixture. We do a great job of having technology available to us that kind of shows us, hey, you did this and this was the result. It's kind of tough being a reliever during the season to kind of work on those kind of things. Because your number could be called at any point in time. So that's kind of been the thing, just to get good quality work in every day. And we're doing that. Josh Conway is awesome with helping me. He's very understanding. He tells me when I need to do something, but he also is there to help and nurture us. And I thought we've done a fantastic job as a team doing that lately.
Again, we're here with Sheldon Perkins in the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. Obviously, as a short reliever on a team like this, you do come in at maybe different times than necessarily anticipated for other roles. So what is that kind of like now that it seems you're settling into a main role as the pseudo closer for a lot of games, even though obviously coming in late last night wasn't a safe situation, but you have been kind of the guy to finish most games for Bowie this season. What's that been like?
Oh, I mean, it means so much to me, just knowing, that nothing's given here. This team, we all came in here expecting to, play well and pitch well, and I didn't get off to a great start with my first outing, but it just means so much to that they trust me and they trust these other guys to be in big spots, and that's all it is really. If any spot that they put us in, we need to be able to perform just like it was a one-run game. These numbers, just because we're up 8 in the 9th inning, they still go on our stat sheet. So to me, it's just focusing in anytime my number's called and hoping to do well.
Now, since we haven't gotten the chance to talk for our pregame programs at any point this season, just to kind of give a grand overview, if you can, what's something that you are proud of in your development this season?
Man, there's so much because, I mean, you ask Sheldon Perkins his freshman year of college, you tell him that he's in Double-A baseball, he'd probably tell you you're crazy. So I'm just proud to, be on this team and be with these guys. That we got a lot of work left to do. We had a struggle in the first half, but I really think we're starting to click at the right time. And this second half, I think big things are ahead. So I'm just proud to be with this group of guys on this team, and I'm excited about the future.
So those same couple of questions that I did mention earlier, who would you say has the nastiest pitch on staff?
Oh, man, there's so many. See, I love being a closer. I don't throw the hardest, but I love guys who can finish with a fastball.
Rip it?
Yeah, just rip a fastball, to close out a game. It's cool to see a slider, but I feel like the impact when a fastball is thrown by a guy at the end of the game. And I really think Connor Lopridge, I think his fastball has really just added life all year. And Jensen Elliott's sinker, gosh, who has the nastiest pitch? Tyler Birch is nasty. I'll say Brendan Hanafy's sinker is been the nastiest thing that I've seen this year.
I will say, because he's only made a couple of starts, but I was able, and I'm not a big guy to be able to track the pitches, but I was able to pick it up pretty quickly, some of the good movement that sinker has. So I can definitely agree with you on that one. And then last question, I always like to wrap it up very cleanly and a little fun on these first chats. long road trip, 2-week road trip coming up. You head back to the hotel after a day at the field. Maybe you close, maybe you don't. But what do you put on the TV or on your laptop to close the night? Maybe just your favorite binge show lately.
Oh man, so anytime I get back to the hotel, I'm jumping on MLB The Show.
There you go.
And I'm playing. I'm playing Diamond Dynasty.
Okay.
And I'm playing with Jensen Elliott and Ryan Watson.
There you go.
But I also have the TV on Netflix.
Okay.
And I'm either watching Ozark or Stranger Things. I've watched Stranger Things like 7 times. So
a multi-screen attack here from Perk. All right.
Exactly. So that's my go-to.
Perk, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
That's Sheldon Perkins here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We'll step aside. Be back in a bit. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
And we welcome you back here to Prince George's Stadium. We're getting ready for baseball. The Baysox are taking the field. Bowie in their home white tonight, taking on the Altoona Curve. Now the Baysox and Erie, each 16-8. Erie was a winner last night, and therefore tying the Baysox for first place in the Eastern League's Southwest Division. We're about 1/3 of the way through the second half of baseball. About 45 or so games remain, and we'll see what Bowie can do tonight to try to stay in front. We take one more break, and we're back with starting lineups and tonight's first pitch right after this.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from Prince George's Stadium. It's Game 5 of this 6-game series between the Altoona Curve and your Bowie Baysox. Glad you're with us. Matt Sabatis with you from the ballpark in Bowie. And as Garrett Stallings warms on the mound for the Baysox, the starting lineup for the Curve that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at shortstop, you've got Jared Triolo, followed by Andres Alvarez at third base, batting second. Blake Sable is the designated hitter. He bats third. Aaron Shackelford at first base bats fourth. Fabricio Macias is in left field. He's batting fifth. Matt Frazier in center field bats sixth. Leover Peguero is at second base batting seventh. Connor Scott in right field bats eighth. And Grant Cook is the catcher batting ninth. The Curve are the AA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're managed by Kieran Matson, assisted by Drew Bennis, John Nunnally, Blake Butler, and Jonathan Prieto. Victor Silva is the athletic trainer. Altoona is 47-47 on the season, a one-game winning streak. They're 5-5 over their last 10, and 14-11 in the second half. And again, that lineup for Altoona features Triolo, Alvarez, Sable, Shackelford, Macias, Frazier, Peguero, Scott, and Cook, all to face off against Garrett Stallings on the mound. Prince George's Stadium here in Bowie, 309 feet down the line to both left and right field, 405 feet to straightaway center. A bit of shadow pushing into the batting circle right behind home plate, but not much more left to be said. And a small bit of wind out to straightaway center. Nothing that should really affect the ball put in play. As Jared Triolo digs into the batter's box, a .272 average and a .736 OPS in 88 games played. 13 doubles and a triple, 5 homers, 30 runs batted in. As Stallings sets on the rubber first base side, Triolo is in. Stallings steps back, kicks high, fires the first pitch home. It's a fastball, misses high, and it's 1-0 to start. We're underway at 6:37 p.m. on an 87-degree cloudy day here at Prince George's Stadium. Well, partly cloudy, almost a little more sunny as the next pitch is called a strike on the outside edge of the zone. Breaking ball runs the count even at a ball and a strike on Triolo. Altoona picking up the win in yesterday's game after an early attack in the first inning, the 1-1. Sprayed foul the other way, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Triolo. It's been a very good series for Triolo. He had 2 hits yesterday and was responsible for 2 of the Altoona runs, scored in the first inning. He had the only other run outside of the first inning. It was a 5-run first for Altoona. Triolo had a solo home run in the second. 1-2 pitch, popped him up, foul, right side. This one will curl out of play. First baseman Andrew Dashbach gave it a couple of steps, but wasn't much that he had to go for as it got further and further out. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Another home from Stallings. Slider just misses wide, and the count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Triolo. Again, a very nice warm night here at Prince George's Stadium. Weather-wise, the best one we've had this series. The mildly high heat and the humidity the first 2 days was very tough, and the threat of rain the last 2 days was even worse. The 2-2 grounded to short, picked on 2 bounces by Joey Ortiz, and a sidearm toss gets to first base in time. 6-3 putout starts the evening, and we'll tell you about the Bowie defense. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Connor Norby, Hudson Haskin, and Shane Fontana. Cesar Prieto is at third base, Joey Ortiz is at short, Greg Cullen is at second, and Andrew Dashbach is at first. Maverick Handley catches behind the plate for Garrett Stallings on the mound. As Andres Alvarez digs into the box, a .233 average and an .856 OPS in 74 games played, 11 doubles, 2 triples. First pitch, he watches a fastball called for strike on the bottom edge of the zone. It's 0-1. 15 home runs for Alvarez, including 1 this series. He's driven in 39 runs this year. They've got a mild shift on for the right-hander as Stallings steps back and fires the 0-1 pitch. It misses inside a fastball, a ball and a strike now. Garrett Stallings, a 6'2", 200-pound, 24-year-old right-hander from Chesapeake, Virginia, traded over to Baltimore from Los Angeles in the Angels trade with Jose Iglesias. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive right to short. Joey Ortiz is there, and there's 2 gone. That was a rip at 106 miles an hour, but right at Ortiz. Umpiring crew for today's game. At third base, you've got Kevin Manzik. Mitch Treziak is at first base, and Hardlin Acosta is the crew chief. He's calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. On to the left-hander Blake Sable, who's hitting .258 this season. .794 OPS in 75 games. The first pitch, called a strike, fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. 14 doubles, 3 triples, 12 homers, 47 runs batted in. Shift on for the lefty. As the 0-1 comes home from Stallings, and it misses low. Another fastball runs the count even at a ball and a strike. Garrett Stallings is 3-8 this season for Bowie, a 7.70 ERA in 17 games, 13 starts. He returns to the rotation after spending all of July in the bullpen. The 1-1. Sprayed left side. That one will touch down. Toward the corner, a base hit. It's picked up and left by Norby, sent to second as the ball is not caught by Greg Cullen. Sable will get in with a double. 15th double of the season on what could have been, timing-wise, an outfield assist from Connor Norby. The throw beat him there, but it was bouncing in just a bit, and Cullen couldn't corral it. So Sable is in scoring position now for Aaron Shackelford. Stallings has 69 innings under his belt this season. He struck out 82 batters and walked just 16, but he's allowed a team and league-leading 22 home runs. Opponents hitting him at .295. First pitch to Shackelford. Called a strike. Curveball hits the heart of the zone. It's 0-1. .248 average for Shackelford this year, an .832 OPS in 72 games played. 17 doubles, a triple, 17 home runs, 50 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses down, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Runner at second, 2 away here in the top of the first inning. Again, Altoona plated 5 runs in the first inning yesterday. They had already brought 2 runs across before an out was recorded. Out of the stretch, Stallings sets at the waist. Fires the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Curveball down, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Shackelford. Garrett is coming off of a losing effort against Richmond. The first series back from the All-Star break for Bowie, he tossed on Sunday. Bowie had a 6-0 lead in that game, and Stallings came in, allowed 4 runs, only 2 of them were earned. As he fires the 1-2. Misses down and inside, fastball runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stallings struck out 3 batters and walked just 1, but only tossed 3 innings, with 52 pitches in that loss to the Squirrels. 2-2 pitch. Down and away for ball 3. First full count that Stallings has worked to. On full counts this season, opponents are hitting him at a .267 clip. He struck out 13, walked only 8. Shift still on for the left-hander Shackelford. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him ahead on a curveball outside. Stallings logs his first strikeout in a scoreless first inning. Bottom of the frame coming up here in Bowie. Altoona nothing. Baysox coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
Well, Garrett Stallings held the Altoona Curve scoreless in the top of the first inning, so in the bottom of the first, the Bowie Baysox will try to pay him back. Matt Sabatas with you from Prince George's Stadium, and as Quinn Priester warms on the mound for the Curve, the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face looks like this. Leading off in left field, you've got Connor Norby, followed by Shane Fontana in right field, batting second. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, bats third. Cesar Prieto at third base, bats fourth. Hudson Haskin in center field, bats fifth. Toby Welk, the DH, bats sixth. Maverick Handley catches and bats seventh. Greg Cullen at second base, eighth. And Andrew Dashbach is at first base. He's batting ninth. Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They're managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brennan Becker, Josh Conway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Calvin Christensen is the video coordinator. Lindsey Birchfield and Blake Wooten are the athletic trainers. Bowie is 43-50 on the season, a one-game losing streak, 7-3 over their last 10, and 16-8 in the second half. And again, their lineup features Connor Norby, Shane Fontana, Joey Ortiz, Cesar Prieto, Hudson Haskin, Toby Welk, Maverick Handley, Greg Cullen, and Andrew Dashbach, all to face off against right-handed pitcher Quinn Priester on the mound for Altoona. As Norby digs in, a .247 average and an .844 OPS in 23 games this season for the right-hander. 5 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Priester steps forward and fires the first pitch. It's swung on and fouled off. Comes to rest inside Norby's batter's box, and the count opens up at 0-1. Norby's been having a very good series. Had a solo home run yesterday for his third of the set. As Bowie had to make a late push offensively, the 0-1 grounded foul, third base side. Count already to 0-2 on that fastball, down and away. Norby did only go 1 for 5, but again, he was a part of the late push for Bowie after they trailed 5-0 in the middle of the first. They still only lost by 2. The 0-2 pitch, Norby sprays it the other way foul. Count remains at 0-2. Bowie drew 4 walks against Altoona's Kyle Nicholas in the first inning as he had trouble locating his fastball. Could not throw it for strikes. 0-2, Norby pops it up, shallow right. Does Scott see it against the sun? He has to shade his eyes now twice as he backs up. He does find the ball and makes the catch up against his right shoulder near the warning track. There's one gone. Let's tell you about the Altoona defense. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Fabricio Macias, Matt Frazier, and Connor Scott. Andres Alvarez is at third base. Jared Triolo is at short. Leover Peguero is at second base. Aaron Shackelford is at first. And Grant Cook catches behind the plate for Quinn Priester on the mound. Left-hander Shane Fontana into the box. First pitch home. Fontana flinches on a called strike. Fastball at 96, outside edge. It's 0-1. .286 average for Fontana this season, a .921 OPS. In 41 games played, 6 doubles, no triples, 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Next pitch, a changeup, misses down and inside, and it's a ball and a strike now. Quinn Priester, 6'3", 210-pound, 21-year-old right-hander. From Cary, Illinois. First round draft selection in 2019 by the Pirates from Cary Grove High School. He holds set at the gut. Kicks and fires the 1-1. It's swung on and missed low, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now on Fontana. Priester is 1-1 this season with Altoona, a 1.65 ERA in 6 games, all starts. 27 1/3 innings, 29 strikeouts, 7 walks. Next pitch, curveball misses away, and it's 2-2 on Fontana. Priester has not allowed a home run yet in Double-A. Opponents are hitting him at a .219 clip. Shift on for Fontana. 2-2 pitch. Lifted out towards shallow right center. Scott is called off by the center fielder, Frazier. And Frazier makes the catch. Both of them still having to shade their eyes a little bit from the sun, and there's already 2 gone. The Baysox are in their home white uniforms, white pants, and the black striped Baysox across the front side. White home cap, Altoona in their road maroon reds. Cursive Altoona in white on the front, gray pants, black cap. As Joey Ortiz steps in. Right-hander hitting .253 this season, a .714 OPS. First pitch, misses up and in, and the count starts out at 1-0. 85 games played for Ortiz this year. 18 doubles, 4 triples, 8 homers, 43 runs batted in. As the 1-0 comes home, Ortiz watches a called strike on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball down and away. It's 1-1. Priester is coming off of a strong outing against Harrisburg. He tossed 6 innings without allowing an earned run. 1-1 pitch. Ortiz grounds it left side, backhanded deep in the hole by Jared Triolo, sent to first. A low throw gets there. Didn't eat up any dirt. Aaron Shackelford picked it at the ankle. A 3-up, 3-down inning, polished off by a good 6-3 put out. We're scoreless after 1. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball. The
Baysox are calling all deadheads to make their way out to Prince George's Stadium on Friday, August 26th for Grateful Dead Night. With special themes and music all night throughout the game, it'll culminate in a Grateful Dead-themed fireworks show to cap the evening. Fans who purchase a special package ticket will receive a limited edition Baysox Grateful Dead t-shirt collaboration and a ticket to the game, so be sure to get there Friday, August 26th. It's Grateful Dead Night at the ballpark. Find out more at baysox.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Moving on to the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium. A scoreless ball game. 18 pitch first for Garrett Stallings. He worked around a 2-out double to keep it scoreless. 5, 6, and 7 in the Altoona lineup set to bat. Fabricio Macias will open it up. Right-hander on right-hander. Mild shift put on. First pitch. In there for a called strike. Fastball nicks the inner edge. It's 0-1. 304 average for Macias this season. A 768 OPS in 18 games. 7 doubles, no triples, 1 homer, 14 runs batted in. 0-1 from Stallings, misses up and away, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Again, Stallings only tossed 3 innings in his previous appearance for Bowie. That was his shortest in his relief roles. As the 1-1 comes in, and it's grounded left side. Tough play, but picked by Prieto. He throws it low. It's a couple of bounces, and it's in time! Great dig by Andrew Dashbach. 5-3 put out. You can tell Prieto, I'm not sure if his foot got caught somewhere. It looked like he tripped up a little bit. He released it definitely much too late, but Andrew Dashbach was there to make up for the lost juice on that throw.
Yeah, lost juice, I think, is a good way to put it. He just couldn't get any momentum to get much on the throw, and he kind of just skidded it like a stone on a lake to first base.
So now Matt Frazier, left-hander, sees the defense straight up. First pitch. Call a strike. Curveball on the outside edge. These early breaking offerings from Garrett Stallings are playing well. 5 consecutive first pitch strikes. Frazier hitting .230 this season, a 668 OPS in 82 games played. 0-1 pitch. Bounces in. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Center field was initially playing on the opposite side, but now Hudson Haskin has moved a little bit onto the pull side. He went sprinting over before that last pitch. 1-1 now on Frazier, who's hitting .230, a 668 in 82 games. He grounds this right side and past the dive of Greg Cullen. Right field, the base hit. Frazier has hits in 4 consecutive games now for Altoona, and a 1-out single gives them a base runner. Whitley over Peguero now. 268 average for Peguero, a 721 OPS in 83 games played. 19 doubles, 4 triples, 7 home runs, 39 runs batted in. As Stallings has a pretty decent squad while leans in before coming in set at the gut. First pitch. Peguero squares, bunts it in the air, but it'll go foul. It falls down just a little bit to the right of the foul line before continuing its roll to the left side. Count opens up at 0-1. Peguero is starting to get it together for Altoona. After the Baysox held him to only 2 hits in the previous 6-game series, he's got hits in 3 consecutive games now, including his first home run against Bowie. It took him long enough. Stallings waits and sends the 0-1. Curveball misses down, and the count runs even at a ball and a strike. So these next two games may feature, you could call it a delay, you could call it some folks catching their breath, but it will be a change compared to what the season has been in terms of rules. The 1-1. Curveball misses down and in. The count goes to 2 balls and a strike. There's been a malfunction at Prince George's Stadium. We can't necessarily identify what it is just yet. The proper parties to come out and try and fix it will be here, but just not before Monday. The pitch clock is broken, so it is not going to be in use for the remainder of this series. The 2-1 pitch. Check swing, misses down. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike on Liover Peguero. Yeah, the pitch clock had turned off a little bit yesterday, and I think both sides were a little confused on what the actual ruling might have been, so it wasn't that slow of a game as the 3-1 pitch is called a strike. Curveball down and inside as Peguero tried to check his swing on it. Might have gotten back in time, but it was still in the zone. The home plate umpire rung him up. Count goes full with runner at first and 1 away. But now today, since we're assured that the pitch clock will not be fixed until at least Bowie's next homestand, pitchers aren't going to be held to any sort of timing mechanism. As we get a pickoff throw over to first, it's late. Matt Frazier didn't even slide. We'll wait on this full count offering to Peguero. Frazier is perfect in stolen base attempts this season, 14 for 14. But his leads haven't been that big right now. 3-2. Sprayed foul the other way. Peguero sticks around for another. That was the 30th pitch for Garrett Stallings so far, with runner at first and 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Double play ball would be nice. Peguero has hit into 6 of them this season, and he is more of a ground ball batter. 3-2. Half swing, and he got a piece. It bounced foul right side. That probably would have gone for ball 4, and Peguero upset that he did make that contact because he realized he could have gotten the free bag. So now Stallings has another chance to try and pick up the punch-out. Again, not too much wind to talk about this afternoon. Just a very nice, decent day at the yard. Pickoff throw. They got him on the secondary lead, but he's safe. Oh, that was a very short secondary lead at least. Frazier had stumbled and kind of had to swim his leading arm a little bit behind Andrew Dashbach. He's still just missing. I'm not sure if Dashbach got the tag down there in the best of ways. Timing-wise, it looked like Frazier was dead. There he goes, 3-2 pitch. His swung on and miss for strike 3. Throw to second is too high. Frazier in safely for his 15th of the season, and no, they're saying the batter interfered. So Peguero is out and Frazier is out, and the inning is over. Hey, Maverick Hanley's going to take that. We're on to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Bottom of the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium, a scoreless ball game. Garrett Stallings worked around a single in the second, thanks in part a little bit to an obstruction call on a caught stealing. As we move to the bottom of the frame, it'll be Cesar Prieto to lead off for Bowie, 4, 5, and 6 against Quinn Priester. So we were having a conversation in that mid-inning break, Adam, about what the official ruling is on that one. The game day play-by-play doesn't seem to know the answer either. As Cesar Prieto steps in, squares a bunt, and pokes it beautifully in front of the mound. Barehanded by the catcher, and it's late to first. A bunt single for Cesar Prieto, and a beauty. That was a tough pitch to lay one down, too. A 95-mile-an-hour fastball down and inside, and the Baysox have their first base runner.
And, you know, Bowie doesn't have a traditional cleanup hitter in this lineup. It has not mattered as far as their ability to score runs. How about your cleanup guy laying down a bunt in his first at-bat? You almost never see that.
So now on to Hudson Haskin. Right-hander with runner at first and no one out. First pitch. Hudson serves it on a soft loop out toward right center. Running in is the center fielder Frazier. He gets there. That one hung up a little bit long enough for Frazier to make the catch. And 2 pitches, and there's already 2 batters through their plate appearance. Bunt single and a pop out. Now Toby Weld. So following up on that point quickly. Well, now they've got it fixed. It originally said, Leover Peguero strikes out swinging, catcher Maverick Handley, Matt Frazier out at second. That's a sentence that just doesn't make sense. But now it just says, Leover Peguero strikes out swinging, Matt Frazier out at second. No caught stealing credited to Handley. As Toby Welk steps in, first pitch to him is a fastball called for strike on the top half of the zone. It's 0-1, and that is the right ruling because you can't assume that he would have thrown the runner out even if the obstruction wasn't there. But it's 0-1 to start on Welk, who's hitting .263 this season for Bowie. .932 OPS in just 5 games. Remember, he got injured in just his 4th game of the season and finally returned yesterday. Soft pickoff throw to first base is late. A double, no triples for Welk. 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Next pitch. Slider misses much too far down and away. And the count runs even at a ball and a strike on Welk. Scoreless game here in the bottom of the second. Really feels like just at the jump, one of these teams is going to break out for a big inning. People are getting on base. A lot of well-struck baseballs, at least early, as the 1-1 pitch is nicked foul into home plate, a ball and 2 strikes. There was that hard line drive by Andres Alvarez at 106. That was right at Joey Ortiz. Matt Frazier had a good single in the last half inning, and of course, you can never count out Cesar Prieto to lay down one of his bunts. Best on the team in that. Priester sets. 1-2 pitch. Welk bounces it to short, could end the inning, but it's bobbled at short by Triolo. He can't go anywhere with it. It hit off of his wrist. He tried to pick it back up in the air, but he couldn't make the clean contact barehanded. The 3rd try came up late, and the E6 leaves everyone safe.
And a lot of times an error makes you get an extra out in an inning, but this error makes you get 2 extra outs, and that's a surefire double play ball.
Triolo's 5th error in just 14 games at shortstop this season. You can tell they like him more at third base than they do at short. As Maverick Handley steps in, now with the game's first run in scoring position. Only 1 out. First pitch home. Handley flinches at a fastball that misses high, barely. I guess Handley's height played into that factor. It's 1-0 to start. 241 average for Handley this season, a 795 OPS in 53 games, 11 doubles, no triples, 7 home runs, 32 runs batted in. As Priester looks back runner at second twice, the 1-0. Handley cracks his bat on a slow bouncer to third. Picked on the run by Alvarez. He goes to Peguero for one. Back to Shackelford at first. It's offline, but picked on a dive by Shackelford. He kept it from getting to the back of the warning track, because if it did, that would have scored a run. 1 out recorded as Handley reaches safely. Prieto to third. Welk retired on the fielder's choice. 5-4. So now 2 away. And Greg Cullen will step in. Left-hander hitting .247 this season, a .753 OPS in 28 games played. 5 doubles, no triples, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. First pitch. Cullen watches a fastball at 95, called for strike on the outside edge of the zone. 0-1 to open. Again, Priester is coming off of his best start of the season. 6 innings of 1-run ball against Harrisburg. It wasn't even an earned run. He walked only 1 and struck out 8. Season's high in both categories. 0-1. Up and away. Fastball runs it to a ball and a strike now. Even set down 10 consecutive batters at one point. And had 4 different innings, make that 3 different innings, in which he struck out 2 batters. First and third, 2 outs. Scoreless bottom of the second. Priester throws back to first. Timing-wise, he probably had Handley, but the throw a little bit too high. Handley slides in with no tag applied. That's a very quick snap move over to first base for Quinn Priester, but we might need to be careful. 1-1 to Cullen. Swinging a piece foul. Gets off of home and then Cullen himself. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now. Andrew Dashbach on deck for Bowie. They'd like to get the inning over to him. They'd like to see him break out for maybe a couple of big hits. Right now it's on Cullen. 1-2 pitch. Swinging just a piece. That was a tough pitch to even get a sliver of the bat on, and Cullen was able to get there. Slider down and away. As it gets back to the screen, Cullen stays alive on what could have been a very easy swinging strike 3. Priester does pick up plenty of swings and misses. He had 18 whiffs in his start against Harrisburg. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next from Priester. Knuckled in on the handle, out to short. Jared Triolo is there, and the inning is over. Bowie gets a leadoff single and a runner to third, but they can't do anything with it. Third inning coming up here at Prince George's Stadium. A scoreless game between Bowie and Altoona. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. but less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Well, Garrett Stallings working strong so far. He's faced one over the minimum through 2 scoreless innings, allowed 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts on 32 pitches. He'll try to keep it that way in a scoreless ball game with Altoona. As we move to the 3rd, we hand it off to Adam.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. I think Stallings has done a really good job of throwing his breaking ball over for a strike tonight. He is a pitcher that's not going to overpower you with a fastball, but it's one of the reasons why it's so much fun to watch him pitch. You know, he's going to come after you and throw strikes with just about everything he's got, and tonight he's got that big hook that's been over the plate. As here's the left-handed hitting Connor Scott. It's 8, 9, and 1 in the Altoona order. Once again, no score. Stallings into the wind, and the right-hander throws. And a high fastball line to the center, a base hit. First pitch swinging, you throw a heater right at the top of the zone, up and in. Not a bad pitch, but Scott got to it, and the leadoff man is aboard. And here is Grant Cook, who is the Altoona catcher tonight. In his 2nd game in this series, he's a newcomer to Altoona, went 0 for 4 earlier on. The Curve, though, have had multiple injuries to catchers this year, including the number 1 overall pick a few years ago. As there's a cold strike at the knees for the count, 0-1. If you think about baseball between, let's say, 2000 and 2015 or 16, there were only 3 catchers that were taken in the first 5 picks of a Major League Baseball draft. The 0-1 coming. And a breaking ball popped up foul, straight back out of play. And Stallings ahead again, 0-2. The great Joe Mauer of Minnesota, Matt Wieters of the Orioles, and Buster Posey, 3-time World Series winner in San Francisco. But of late, we have seen more, including current Orioles catcher, former Baysox, Adley Rutschman. As now the 0-2 coming to Cook, and a high fastball taken, ball 1. Prior to Rutschman, the Giants took Joey Bart 2nd overall, and the number 1 overall pick in 2020, now 2 years ago, of the Pirates was a catcher, Henry Davis, out of Louisville. As here's the 1-2. And a chopper right back to the hill over Stallings. Left at second. Cullen steps on the bag. Throws to first. It's a double play. 4 unassisted to 3. Boy, Stallings, that would have been a chest high hopper, and he ducked under it. It looked like he was in the Matrix. And it's a double play ball, and there's 2 down like that. And here is Jared Triolo back to the top of the order for Altoona. No score here in the top of the 3rd inning. Henry Davis made his debut last year, but got injured as a breaking ball down low, ball 1. Only played 8 games in 21, and this year has had an injury-plagued 2022 as well. He's played 17 games with Altoona as Triolo hits a fly ball near the line and right. Long run over Fontana in foul ground. No, and he can't make the catch as he goes into the padded sidewall. Well, he made some heavy contact over there. Fontana appears to be okay. I think he was looking down for the wall once he hit that warning track area. When he tried to look back up again last second, he could not relocate the baseball. And it ends up a fly ball strike, and they count 1-1 here to Triolo. Altoona has had quite a few position players, in fact, that have gone down due to injury this year. It's opened some opportunities for others. As there's a drive and a line deep to left. Norby back on it, and it's over his head and against the base of the wall. Triolo around first for second. He'll slide in headlong safely with a 2-out double. On a line shot to left. And for Triolo, he's been a doubles machine in the series. His 4th double of the series. He's got a homer as well, and he's now 8 for 18. He's been Altuna's best hitter, and he sets the table with 2 down. Now for Andres Alvarez, who is 2 for 14 in the series, but lined out sharply to Ortiz at short. His first time up. From the stretch, Stallings sads, and he comes home with it. And a swing and a miss through a changeup, and they count 0-1. Alvarez actually leads this Altoona team for players that qualify with enough at-bats to be a league leader. Actually, enough plate appearances in OPS, 853. As a pitch misses in, and off-speed delivery again, and the count 1-1. He's only hitting 197 in the month of July, but of his 15 hits, 9 are for extra bases. Kind of doing what Jordan Westberg did in April here in Bowie. The 1-1 now from Stallings. He comes home with it. Fastball just missing a little bit low. It was over the plate. Garrett wanted it, but it was a bit under the knees. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Now Alvarez, once again, had hit 7 homers in 3 years prior to this year, but he has had a much more power-oriented approach in 22. The pitch, and he takes a changeup strike. That is a 3rd changeup thrown by Stallings in the 4 pitches of this at-bat. That was right at the knees, and it's 2-2. Triolo, who runs well, will run with contact here. Stallings has the sign. He's ready, and he throws. And it's a breaking ball diving down low, and the count is from full 3-2. Now first base is open here. Stallings, a right-handed pitcher, is facing a righty here. You got a tough lefty on deck in Blake Sable, who has already doubled tonight. 3-2 coming. Swing and a lifted foul fly. Out of play right side. Stallings went after him with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball on the outer half of the plate. Garrett really amped up there. And the count remains 3-2. You got a big strikeout of Peguero to end the second in an 8-pitch at-bat. And now in another elongated duel here with Alvarez. The 7th pitch forthcoming. Stallings delivers. And a breaking ball chopped left side. Diving to glove. Prieto to his left. To his feet. The throw off the bag. And a tag. And they got him. But Dashbach is injured. Dashbach has dropped his glove. He's holding his left arm. He applied the tag. He held on to the ball. And he's going to walk back to the dugout. Oh, you hate to see it. A big out for Bowie and an outstanding diving play by Prieto to end the inning. Dashbach put the tag on Alvarez coming to the bag, but he got much more than just his glove on Prieto, or I should say on Alvarez. And Dashbach is back in the dugout, and he is in some pain here. Dashbach's due up first in the bottom of the 3rd. We'll see if he can hit. No score. Bowie and Altoona on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
The Baysox are getting radical on Thursday, August 18th as we go back to the 80s. Get that perm done up, rip off those jeans, and toss on your jean jacket for the 80s Rewind Night. A totally tubular night of the greatest musical decade with live music and beer specials from 5 to 6:30. So head on back to the 80s with the Bowie Baysox on Thursday, August 18th. Get your tickets at baysox.com.
Boy, you hate to see it. But here as we now go to the bottom of the third inning, Dashbach is going to exit this game. Andrew Dashbach, the Bowie first baseman, injured trying to lay a tag, whether it was his arm, his wrist, his hand, trying to lay the tag there on the runner coming across in Alvarez. And now J.D. Mundy, who was not going to play tonight, or not in the lineup tonight, will come in. He is a first baseman. Well, almost certainly he'll bat here and then continue on for Dashbach in the field. Well, Mundy in for the left side against the right-hander Quinn Priester. Mundy 1 for 6 in the series, and he's done all his damage against righties this year as he takes off the outside. Low 90s fastball, ball 1. Mundy has got only 3 hits all year against a left-handed pitcher. 3 for 31 against lefties. The righty throws, and there's a driven ball. Well hit left center. Way back it's going, and it's against the base of the wall. And Mundy's off the bench, and he's quickly into second with a leadoff stand-up double here in this third inning. On a drive to the alley in left center. Macias, the left fielder, and Frazier, the center fielder, made a run for it, but they had no chance. And Bowie's in business trying to break the ice in a scoreless game, as here is Connor Norby. And all against this very tough right-hander in Priester, already at the AA level at the age of 21. As here's the first offering to Norby, and he takes down and away ball 1. And a great job there by Cook. That was in the dirt, and Cook was able to scoop it cleanly and keep Mundy at second base. Priester was probably going to start the year here in Altoona in their rotation as he sets. And now comes home with it. Swinging a hard ground ball deep in the hole and short. Diving trail of gloves from an either throw, and they got him. Oh, what a play. And Mundy's got to stay put at second. A spectacular play by Triolo. Shackelford was able to dig out a throw in the dirt. And, when you're in a little bit of trouble early in an inning, defense can be so pivotal, and it was right there. An enormous defensive play. And here's Shane Fontana now in for the left side. Runner at second, 1 down as Priester goes back to work. Priester, the Pirates' first-round draft choice, 18th overall 3 years ago. And a high school right-hander as he misses with a fastball very low. And the count 1-0 to Fontana. This year, though, in the last day, in fact, of spring training, he pulled a muscle in his oblique. 1-0 coming. And it's off speed, the changeup missing a little bit away. Ball 2. Maybe a similar injury that Orioles starter Tyler Wells just suffered. The Priester today, after 2 rehabbing starts, is making his 7th start with Altoona. As there's a ground ball base hit, shot to the left side. Mundy got a bad break. He'll get to third and stay there on the ground ball base hit off the bat of Fontana. Boy, that was a kind of unusual base running by Mundy, but he kind of got turned around. It was hit very sharply right at him, and his initial inclination was that the shortstop would be there, but they were playing Fontana to pull, and therefore they really didn't have anybody in the vicinity of it. It scooted into left field. It was 105 miles an hour off the bat. And Mundy, after turning around once more, got into third. So they're at the corners. And here's Bowie's hottest hitter, 1 down. Here's Ortiz. Corners are in a bit. They're at double play depth. The pitch And a breaking ball strike to get ahead on the outer half. It's 0-1. Joey Ortiz has got 10 hits in this series. In 4 games, 10 for now, 19. Incredible pitch. And he swings and grounds it sharply. Gloving at third, Alvarez. The second one, bad throw to first, way high. Home to score Mundy. It's into the Bowie dugout. Ortiz gets second, and the Baysox catch a break and have a 1-0 lead. Oh, it was hit so sharply that it looked like a tailor-made double play. But it is a throw. Well, they're going to rule a throwing error that gives second base. It should still be an RBI for Ortiz, but it doesn't have to be. And now Prieto will bat, runner at second, and 2 down in the inning. Second error committed by Altoona tonight. Both times not able to turn. Almost a surefire double play. The pitch, and it's on the inside half with a fastball. Strike one to the left-handed hitting Prieto. Cesar from Cuba did not hit for much power as a teenager in the Cuban Serie Nacional, their major leagues. But he's put on 15 to 20 pounds of muscle since, as he swings and misses on a pitch down and away, a fading offering. And the count is 0-2. That was a little bit off speed at 89 miles an hour. The next one. And Prieto grounds it weakly, actually hit his foot. And even though it rolled fair, it is a foul ball. Well, Prieto, you look at his OPS overall this year between 2 levels, and it is at 775 between Aberdeen and Bowie. Off second here is Ortiz. And now the 0-2 coming. And a fastball missing up and away. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The second baseman, Piguero, had a lot of time in which to turn that double play. And you got to have a little bit of an internal clock, right? I think he thought he had to really hurry it. And he threw extremely wild, way high. As here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss and a breaking ball down near the dirt. They apply the tag on Prieto. And with it, the inning is over. That is a first strikeout of the night for Quinn Priester. And Bowie, in the end, does get a run. We go to the 4th. 1-0 Bowie leading on the Baysox Baseball Network.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Well, it was a wild inning of baseball there. Bowie does get a run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now Blake Sable will stand in. 3-hole hitter for Altoona to lead off this top of the 4th. 1-0 Bowie leads. as Garrett Stallings into the wind, and he delivers. And a swing and a line drive shot, and a base hit near the line and left. Norby over to cut it off to the backhand, does. At the edge of the track, a throw to second is off target, and Sable is in with his second double of the night. He really pushed it to get a double with his legs of the first. And first pitch swinging, he doubles to left there. And now the powerful Aaron Shackelford will step to the plate. Shackelford into tonight, 4 home runs hit in his last 9 games. Big power hit of the pitch. And he checked his swing and a breaking ball in the dirt. And yes, he went too far. Upon appeal, said third base umpire Kevin Manzuk. And the count is 0-1. Shackelford has a homer in this series. He is, though, 2 for 17. Big, powerful hitter. He hit 22 of them last year with Greensboro. That's their Pirates High A affiliate. 1-0. And it's up, a throw to second behind the runner. It hits Sable. It caroms in the shallow right center. Not that far, though. And a good job by Ortiz to track it down. And Sable, on a play that ends up a kind of a nothing burger, is going to end up with a welt on his side. Hanley went to throw behind the runner. The throw hit the runner, but nobody was covering the bag. So it was actually a break for Bowie that it did hit the runner. He may have been able to get third had that just sailed over him into center field. On the count 1-1. And here's the pitch. And it's just a little bit low, very close. But the changeup was under the knees. And the count 2-1. It's really been a very good strike zone from Hardland Acosta, the home plate umpire tonight here in the early going. As Shackelford is in, the left-handed hitter. Bowie playing to pull. And a breaking ball strike on the outer half. The backdoor bender. Upper part of the strike zone on the outer half. It started well off the plate. And the bender caught the outside. Shackelford hit 22 last year. He's got 17 homers this year. As a breaking ball grounded right up the middle. At short, playing him there, Ortiz. He gloves, and from behind the bag at second, he throws out Shackelford, and one retire. But heads up base running. Sable was off very quickly there. And he is into third. And Bowie's going to now bring the infield in a 1-0 game in which they lead 1 down. And here's the right-handed hitting left fielder in Fabricio Macias, who had an 8-game hit streak again last night with an 0 for 4. He got robbed of a base hit his first time up as he swings, and it's a weak roller off a changeup up the third baseline foul. And the count is 0-1. Macias is a Mexican-born ball player from a pretty big town called Saltillo, town of about 800,000, not far from the U.S. border. As a swing and a lifted fly to right, is it deep enough? Fontana over towards the line, makes the catch. Here comes a throw, heading home Sable, and it's just offline as Sable slides in, foot first safely with the game's tying run. We're knotted at 1 in Bowie. Boy, we have seen Fontana make some spectacular plays of that nature, and he made a strong throw. I don't know even if it was right on the money that time, though, if it would have gotten Sable. He was running very well down the line. He's a very athletic ball player. The throw was maybe 3 or 4 feet off of the plate, and Sable was in. Here's the pitch, and Matt Frazier hits it the other way, knocking it down. Prieto at third. Here's the throw in time across the diamond. Nicely done. Boy, Prieto has had to play that hot corner with great efficiency tonight, and he has done so. So on to the bottom of the 4th we go as Altoona gets a run. We're tied at 1 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. We're tied at 1. Here's Hudson Haskin. We had a nice, beautiful luau song and dance there in between innings. As Haskin, tall and lean, in for the right side. He's in and he swings, kind of a half swing, ground ball foul, outside third. And the count is 0-1. Haskin, then Welk, and then Hanley. This is 5 through 7. In the Baysox order against the talented right-hander Priester. He throws, and a big swing this time, and a chopper foul near the Altoona curve on deck circle, third base side. It's 0-2. Boy, how big has infield defense been in the early innings of this game? Bowie has played pretty spectacularly. Diving plays, a lot of hard hit balls they've been able to glove. Pitch and a fastball up high, ball 1. And Altoona hurt by the fact that they have twice not been able to turn a double play that was there for the taking. We're tied at 1 in the fourth, the pitch, and it's a breaking ball off the outside. And the count evens 2-2 to Haskell. The product of Tulane, Division I school in New Orleans. Pitch and a breaking ball. He was out in front, and he swings through it. It was right at the bottom of the zone, and a big slow curveball gets him. One retired. Haskin is not just from Tulane, he's the highest drafted player ever from Tulane. Think of how many ball players have played at Tulane since the Major League Baseball draft started in the late 60s. Here's Toby Welk, and a swing and a foul right at the plate, and the count is 0-1. And speaking of colleges, Haskin might be the highest drafted player ever from Tulane. I bet Toby Welk is the only ever player drafted from Penn State Berks. The D3 college. Pitch and a check swing on a pitch down low. The appeal, and he did go too far. It was a very late appeal. I didn't know if Altoona's catcher and Cook was going to even ask for it. And it's 0-2 to Welk, who is back in the lineup. As he takes strike 3, it was off the outside, but they got the call. Well, that turns out to be a tough at-bat for Welk in a 3-pitch strikeout. And all of a sudden, Priester, who had not struck out a batter in the first 2 2/3 innings, well, he has struck out 3 in a row. And here is Maverick Hanley. There's a homer and 6 driven in the series. And he swings and drives one way into the Bowie night, down the line and left, and out of here. Hanley gets into one. It was a if it stays fair, it's gone kind of homer. Oh, what a drive. And it's put the Baysox back in front, on top now, 2-1. It was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and it was on the inside corner. And Hanley was rearing up and ready to go for the heater, and he hits it up and out of here. The 8th of the year for Maverick. And here's Greg Cullen, and he takes well low, ball 1. I'll tell you, Hanley doesn't hit many wall scrapers, does he? When he hits a homer, it's way out of here. As Priester into the wind, and now the 1-0, and there's a ground ball chop foul into the screen, and the count 1-1. The home run count in this series has been memorable of note. That is now a 12th Baysox homer in this series. This is game 5 of 6. We finish it tomorrow afternoon. As the next one is a fastball. Actually, it might have been a changeup down and away, and the count 2-1. Tomorrow will be a 1:05 start. Justin Armbruster will get the start for Bowie. As the count 2 balls and a strike here to Cullen. Patient left-handed hitter with a slightly open stance. Stands right on the plate, the pitch. And he takes a strike just beneath the belt. A fastball. And the count 2-2. How many Baysox have hit multiple homers in this series? Kauser's got 2. Fontana's got 2. Hanley's got 2. Norby's got 3. And Ortiz has 2. I mean, my goodness, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball grounded foul. Pulled right off the fencing in front of the Baysox dugout on the right side. Count 2-2 still. How many times can you say that? 5 players have hit multiple homers this week for Bowie. And the long ball has devastated Altoona. The 2-2 pitch coming. And a breaking ball into the dirt, ball 3. It is just so tough to put Cullen away. Working from the windup. Here comes the 7th pitch of the at-bat. He throws. Fastball off the outside, ball 4. Well, all walks are not created equal. And Cullen grinds out another one right there. And he's on with 2 down in the inning. And now J.D. Mundy, who came in for Dashbach, who had to come out of the game after applying a tag in the bottom of the top of the 3rd inning. And boy, you gotta hope Andrew's all right. He looked like he was in quite a bit of distress after the collision or the connection between the glove hand and the runner. Here's the pitch to Mundy, and he takes a fastball strike on the outside. You gotta prepare like you're gonna play every night, right? And Mundy comes off the bench and then crushes a double to left center and then scores Bowie's first run. How about that? 0-1 coming. And he takes down low as Priester again took a little bit off that at 89 miles an hour. And they count 1-1 to Mundy. Mundy has really struggled, though, here in hitting at home. Can't say that about many of the Baysox hitters. He's only been a 178 hitter at home this year. Here's the pitch, and it's down low. It's in the dirt. Cullen takes off and aggressively gets second. That's going to be a wild pitch. Cook was able to block it. Hard for me to tell if that bounced in front of his glove. I believe it did. And it hit the mitt of Cook, and it rolled well out in front of the plate. Cullen got a great jump on it, and now he's in scoring position. Triolo, the shortstop's right up the middle here. The 2-1 to Mundy. Swinging a ground ball right side near the bag at first. Charging, bobbling, but gathering it is Shackelford. He steps on the bag well ahead of Mundy. And with it, the inning is over. But Hanley with 2 down to the frame hits a soaring homer to left and gives Bowie the lead. On to the 5th we go. 2-1, the Baysox in front on the Baysox Baseball Network.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry. Visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org, and let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. The freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip. Because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Welcome you back here to Bowie. 2-1, the Baysox lead it, heading to the 5th inning. And with the call, here's Matt Sabatas.
Garrett Stallings back to work. First pitch to Lee over Peguero is called a strike on a curveball lower inside corner. 0-1 to start. 7, 8, and 9. Due up in the Altoona lineup in this half inning with Peguero, Scott, and Cook. 2-1 advantage for Bowie. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Same breaking ball. Same spot down and inside. Already 0-2. As Peguero is 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second inning. Well, it's been the story pretty much every time he's come up to bat, and through a lot of our pregame conversations heading into each game, Peguero's had a tough season series against Bowie as he fouls off the next pitch right side out of play. Count remains. He went on what I believe was an 0 for 15, 0 for 16. It was a 3-4 game hitless skid against the Baysox in the first few games of their previous series. The 0-2 pitch is popped up. Right up the chimney on the infield. Hanley sheds the mask, ranging up against the bat in foul ground. He makes the catch. Oh, he really had to dodge that bat just as it was sitting in the baseline. I think he missed it entirely, but while you're watching the baseball, that's very dangerous. Hopefully J.D. Mundy was in his ear saying, watch out for the bat there, because you don't want to roll an ankle. That could be very, not deadly, but I mean, tough. Peguero pops out, and there's one gone as Connor Scott will step in. Again, Bowie leads 2-1 thanks to the bat of Maverick Hanley. First pitch into Scott is called a strike. Breaking ball in the bottom half of the zone. It's 0-1. So Stallings, his tough inning this season has been the second inning. That's when Altoona poured on 8 runs against him 2 months ago. The 0-1 is swung on and missed down. Breaking ball runs the count to 0-2. So for the fact that he's gotten to this inning spells really good things for Bowie. The 5th inning has actually been Stallings' best inning all season. The 0-2 pitch to Scott. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Fed him 3 straight breaking pitches, all of them pretty much low. Scott couldn't get a whiff on any of them. That's just the 3rd strikeout for Stallings, but continues what's been a very clean day for the right-hander. Now on to Grant Cook, who's 0 for 5 just in his first small handful of games with the Baysox, or with the Curve, I should say. Losing track of who's who these days. We're late in the season. First pitch, lifted foul right side. It's 0-1. It's game number 94. I'm permitted at least one name mix-up from time to time. Cut me some slack. Goodness. Cook hit into a double play in the 3rd inning, bounced it slightly up the middle. That's where Greg Cullen plays now as the 0-1 pitch comes home, and it's swung on and missed inside. Stallings is pounding the strike zone right now. He's not thrown a pitch outside of the zone in this half inning. As Bowie leads 2-1, Altoona does have 5 hits against Bowie's 4, but it's the 2 errors. That's what's really harmed the Curve and given Bowie the opportunities. 0-2 pitch. Line drive, bounced over toward third, off of the edge of Prieto's glove. He recovers, fires to first, it's wide. Mundy applies the tag. It pulled him a bit off of the bag toward home plate. Mundy was able to get there. Fortunately, he doesn't suffer the same fate as Andrew Dashbach, because that would have been terrible if Bowie lost both of their first basemen in the same game. But we're all clear. Halfway home at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie leads 2-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
There's plenty going on at the ballpark on Saturday, August 27th. Bowie will be hosting a special tribute to Negro League Baseball, as well as an exhibit presented by the Josh Gibson Foundation with special artifacts from the Hall of Famer's career, as well as the Baysox huge Touch a Truck event featuring dozens of construction, excavation, emergency vehicles, and trucks for all fans to enjoy and interact with exhibits as well. It begins at 4:30 and is going to run till 6:30 ahead of the 6:35 game. It's all presented by Miss Utility and comes your way on a busy Saturday, August 27th, so get your tickets at Baysox.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to Baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by this evening on what's been a very fun game so far. Bowie leads 2-1 as we move into the bottom of the 5th. Matt Sabatis alongside Adam Pohl with you from Prince George's Stadium. It's a pleasure to have you with us at the ballpark tonight. As Quinn Priester gets back to work for the Curve in this half inning, he faces the lineup for the 3rd time through. Connor Norby will lead it off, followed by Shane Fontana and Joey Ortiz after that. Fans, don't forget about Patient First. Care is around the corner at Patient First. Urgent care that's open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. No appointment needed. Learn more at patientfirst.com. Norby into the box, an 0 for 2 day. Fly out to right field in the 1st. A ground out to short in the 3rd. They'll play him a little bit on the pull side as the right-hander steps in. Priester steps forward, kicks high, fires the 1st. Norby flinches on it, a slider outside, they'll appeal. He didn't go around, and the count starts out at 1-0. Norby is riding a 4-game hitting streak. He is .316 in this series. Had the home run yesterday, but that was part of just a 1 for 5 day. The 1-0 misses down, and the count goes to 2-0. Well, one of the things that happens a little bit later in each baseball season, some of the major publications around baseball, the 2-0 is swung on and missed down. Count goes to 2-1. They'll send out some of their lists to team personnel and broadcasters because the coaching staffs and the broadcasters for each minor league team, they're the ones who pretty much see every single player as often as anyone. The 2-1, half swing, poked up the first base line, a fair ball picked by Priester, and he will tag Norby, who had the delayed takeoff. He didn't expect that ball to be put into play. The 1 unassisted, you don't see it too often. Norby is retired for the 3rd time, and now Shane Fontana will step in. So Baseball America recently sent out their best tools list, the ballot list for Eastern League coaching staffs and broadcasters to fill out. Led to a lively discussion among a handful of the coaching staff for Bowie and some of us broadcasters here having a lively chat with Altoona broadcaster John Moses. First pitch to Shane Fontana, misses inside. It's 1-0 to start. 1 for 2 day for Fontana. And the question we were kind of hinging on, can you put Gunnar Henderson on a lot of these ballots, considering the small amount of time he played in the Eastern League? Here's a cracked bat bounce slowly over to short. Jared Triolo picks, and an easy sidearm toss gets to first base. 6-3 put out, and Fontana is quickly retired. I was leaning on the no side because at this point in the season, he's played less than half of his games with Bowie. He's played more than half of his games with AAA. So I feel like he should be on AAA ballots and should really only show up there. And then it led to the conversation that Colton Cowser has practically already taken his spot. Cowser 7 home runs in 22 games with Bowie this season. Here's Joey Ortiz, first pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball down, it's 0-1 to start. As Bowie leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Go-ahead solo home run by Maverick Handley in the 4th. 0-1, grounded to third. Backhanding it deep in the hole, Alvarez. He throws to first, but it's high. Ortiz booked it up the line. Shackelford had to run in front of the bag to hop up and pick it. He could not get the tag there in time. And because of that, they're going to rule it a base hit. Shackelford did have to run in, so he wouldn't have been able to even apply the tag if it was a throw at his chest. That extends Ortiz's hit streak. After an 8-game hit streak earlier this month, he went without for 1 game, and now he's on another 8-game hit streak. It's pretty good. 16 of his last 17. Hits in 20 of his 22 games this month. And now Cesar Prieto. First pitch to the lefty. Check swing. Pitch in the dirt. They'll appeal. He didn't go. Count starts out at 1-0 on the curve. Prieto laid down a beautiful butt. To get a butt down in front of the mound as he did on the first pitch of the 2nd inning and still get to first base safely, that shows the 2 key tools for Prieto to be the most effective bunter on the team. His ability to contact the ball and his speed. Long hold for Priester. 1-0. Prieto laces it the other way. Line drive, falls in for a base hit. Cut off from the gap, though, by Macias. He'll spin and fire to third. The throw is late. Ortiz slides into third. A 2-out single for Cesar Prieto, his 2nd hit of the game, and the Baysox have insurance at third base. This is the day Prieto was hoping for. After going 0 for 3 yesterday, getting the day off the day before and 0 for 5 before that, he's getting back into the hit column. That's his 16th multi-hit game of the season in just 52 games played. Now Hudson Haskin. Right-hander is 0 for 2 on the day. He flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. He struck out swinging in the 4th. At the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Priester delivers the first to Haskin, and it's called a strike on the lower outside corner, 0-1. What shouldn't be lost in this start for Quinn Priester is that no matter what happens, it's already the most efficient start for an Altoona pitcher in this series. Prior to today, in the first 4 games of this set, no Altoona pitcher had even finished 4 innings. Pickoff throw to first, no tag, as Prieto just trots back in. But Kyle Nicholas yesterday was lifted with 2 outs in the 4th. Luis Ortiz on Friday, 1 out in the 4th. Aaron Shortridge couldn't even get an out in the 4th before he was lifted. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Haskin well too far ahead of a changeup down, and the count already to 0-2. And then the starter on Tuesday, Carmen Mojinski, only tossed 1 inning. He needed 43 pitches. Mojinski will start tomorrow's game. 0-2 on Haskin. Pitch home. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back changeups there as Priester saw the opportunity and he took it. Bowie gets a pair of 2-out singles and can't do anything with it. We're on to the 6th at Prince George's Stadium. Baysox lead 2-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. Still 3 more fireworks shows in the month of July on Saturday the 16th, Friday the 29th, and Saturday the 30th. Hope to see you there.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
On to the 6th inning here at Prince George's Stadium as the Baysox maintain a 2-1 advantage. But we got a couple of hits in the 5th, but couldn't bring anyone home. Garrett Stallings is out for the 6th inning. He is the only Baysox pitcher to finish 6 innings at any point this season, and he's actually done it a couple of times. He'll try to do it once more today and see if he can maintain this Bowie lead. With Jared Triolo up, here's Adam.
Yeah, he has been an innings eater, no doubt about it. And that has been big to see at times this year for the Baysox. Now this 3rd time through the order. Here's Triolo, the pitch, and it's in the dirt. Ball 1 with a first offering as Bowie leads the ball game 2-1. Top of the order for the curve against Stallings. And the Baysox, nobody up to warm yet as he goes off speed and misses down. Ball 2. Stallings has been very pitch efficient here today. To get through 5 innings and throw just 66 pitches is outstanding as he delivers. Swing and a miss and a fastball at 93 miles an hour in a fastball count. And they count 2-1. That's a good sign. Stallings is a pitcher that is not going to throw a lot of fastballs when you look at the percentage of pitches thrown. He delivers. And it's in there on the outside. A cutting delivery at 88. And the count is 2-2. Triolo has doubled tonight, 1 for 2 in the game. He's been Altoona's best hitter as he takes a high fastball for ball 3. He had a .369 on base percentage a year ago in High A Greensboro, and he's at .373 this year. As he swings and lines it over Stallings, backhand and Cullen, leaping throw, 1 hop, and they got him. Oh, baby. What a play. Spectacular. Greg Cullen, dazzling defensively. And here is Andres Alvarez. There have been a lot of hard hit balls on the ground tonight by Altoona, and Bowie is turning them into outs. Prieto has had a busy night at 3rd as there's an off-speed pitch strike high in the zone on the inside part of the plate to get ahead 0-1. And on the other end, Altoona has committed 2 errors on the infield. Pitch and a fastball misses up and in, and the count evens at 1-1. So, it's rare that you say this, but you can argue that the difference in this ball game so far has been infield defense. Bowie's has been superb. Pitch, and it's up high, and the count 2-1 with an off-speed pitch. The Baysox now do have activity starting in their bullpen as a right-hander is getting up and loose. Hanley now, the catcher, goes out briefly to talk to Stallings as Jensen Elliott, the big righty, 6'6", standing, a 2019 late-round draftee out of Oklahoma State, is the man warming in the Baysox pen. Bowie leads it 2-1. Really the first pitcher's duel in this series as a changeup chop foul near the Altoona dugout. Off the bat of Andres Alvarez, who has hit the ball hard twice, but does not have anything to show for it. Lined out sharply to Ortiz the first, and Prieto made a diving play in the 3rd. The count is 2-2. Stallings throws. And a breaking ball got him looking. On the outer half of the plate. An absolute beauty. His fourth strikeout of the ball game. 2 down in the 6th. And now Blake Sable, this very athletic left-handed hitter who has doubled twice, going the other way to left field, will stand in. It is not a surprise that Sable appears to be such an outstanding athlete because he is a cousin of a former Pittsburgh legend in football. As here's the wind and the pitch. Swinging a line drive base hit into right. His third hit of the night and a second straight at bat in which Sable gets a base hit on the first pitch. And now Shackelford will bat, runner at first, 2 down in this 6th. 12-year NFL player, safety Troy Polamalu is the cousin of Sable. How about that? Sable went to USC, Southern Cal, just like Polamalu did a generation prior. And now in a different sport, he could end up playing in Pittsburgh. The pitch, and it's down low, ball 1. How wild is that coincidence? There are 30 major league teams. And Polamalu played all 12 of his NFL years as a Pittsburgh Steeler. And Sable, if he makes it, would be, of course, a Pittsburgh Pirate unless he gets traded. As there's a changeup cut on and missed. What a change. And the count 1-1. That, I think, is still the most devastating weapon in the arsenal that is of Stallings. 2-1, the Baysox leading in the top of the 6th inning. Sable gets his lead off first. And now the 1-1 to Shackelford. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball veers down low in the dirt, blocked down beautifully by Hanley. And the count is 2 balls and a strike. Bowie has 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Altuna's got a run on 6 hits and 2 errors in the game tonight. Here's the pitch. And another change up, and it fades down low. And the count's now 3-1. Now you don't see Stallings get behind in the count like this often. He, in fact, has not walked a hitter tonight. He's been working from ahead all evening long. Here's the pitch. And it's just a little bit low with another changeup, ball 4. So Stallings, 2 straight of reach with 2 down. And now Kyle Moore, the Bowie manager's got a decision. Do you leave Stallings out there to go after Macias, a right-handed hitter? Stallings is a right-handed pitcher. Your man in the pen in Elliott is a right-handed reliever. And they are going to make the move here, it appears. So Moore's going to come out. Jensen Elliott is ready. And I think he's going to get the call here. Big spot of the ball game. So we're going to take a quick break. A big ovation for Garrett Stallings as he heads towards the Bowie dugout, working 5 2/3 innings tonight. 2 on, 2 down. 2-1 Bowie on the Baysox Baseball Network.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
so big spot in this ball game. Top of the 6th inning, the Baysox have a 2-1 lead. But Altoona with a 2-out rally is looking to at least tie it or even get in front here. They've got their 5-0 hitter, Fabricio Macias, here to the plate. 2 men are on. The lead runner at second, Sable. And Bowie is going to their bullpen for Jensen Elliott for his 19th outing of the year. Elliott, the winningest reliever in the Bowie pen, 5-2 with a 4.68 ERA. He's a big fella. Late round draftee, a 19th rounder back in 2019 out of Oklahoma State. As Macias is in for the right side, Elliott peers in for the sign from Hanley. He sets head high, and he comes home with it. And his first offering is down low with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, ball 1. The Orioles just bought out a ball player that was due to go to Oklahoma State, the first pick of this year's draft, Jackson Holliday. As there's a strike at the knees with a fastball that evens the count 1-1. Holliday has reported to Florida, but he has not yet played in a professional game. Right now, Bowie Baysox, Kobe Mayo, though, is playing again down there in Florida, rehabbing 1-1. And it's down low with a fastball, ball 2. Hopefully Mayo, the powerful corner infielder, will be able to come back to Bowie as he went out just a few games into his young Double-A career. 2 on, 2 down, 2-1 Bowie, top of the 6th. Elliott just into the game, delivers. And it's inside, and it nearly hit Macias, ball 3. The Sable with 2 down in the inning, first pitch swinging, lined a single to right. Shackelford then worked a walk. That was it for Stallings, and now 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball near the bag at third. Prieto backhands, dives for the bag, and out at third base. What a play. A headlong dive with the glove to the bag at third base to get the tag on the bag for the force just ahead of Sable. Prieto has done a little bit of it all defensively tonight, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-1 Baysox lead on the Baysox Baseball Network.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Well, we welcome you back to Bowie. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 the Baysox lead it. Here's Toby Welk. And it's great to have him back in the lineup. As a first pitch cold strike. And the count is 0-1. Welk returning to the Baysox just a day ago. Injured since the middle of April as he fists one on the line up the middle, and it dips down a base hit into shallow center. Toby Welk getting his first hit of the night tonight. Good piece of hitting. Welk actually had a very successful 5-game rehab at High A Aberdeen. He had 3 multi-hit games in those 5, and now he's got a hit in both games back with Bowie. Well, the leadoff man is on, and here's Maverick Hanley. Priester, the right-hander, still out there. This is 6th inning. He throws. And Hanley chops it right back to Priester. He'll throw to second. Peguero gloves the second baseman and turns it to first for a double play. No, the unusual 1-4 to 3 double play with a right-handed hitter up. But they were playing Peguero right up the middle, so he took the throw for Priester. Peguero's throw was low, but Shackelford dug it out. And there's now 2 down in the inning, and here is Greg Cullen. Priester's allowed 2 runs tonight, both earned. It was an error with 2 down that allowed the first run to score, but it was on a throw trying to turn a double play. Here's the pitch, and it's off the outside. Fastball, ball 1. And usually you do not assume a double play in the game of baseball, so Ortiz does get an RBI for that back in the 3rd inning. Pitch and a ground ball to first. 2-hopper, Shackelford gloves, and he's got time to run it to the bag himself, and with it the inning is quickly over. So Bowie goes down in a hurry in the 6th. On to the 7th inning. It's a 2-1 Baysox lead on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox. Open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
There's plenty going on at the ballpark on Saturday, August 27th. Bowie will be hosting a special tribute to Negro League Baseball, as well as an exhibit presented by the Josh Gibson Foundation with special artifacts from the Hall of Famer's career, as well as the Baysox huge Touch a Truck event featuring dozens of construction, excavation, emergency vehicles, and trucks for all fans to enjoy and interact with exhibits as well. It begins at 4:30 and is going to run till 6:30 ahead of the 6:35 game. It's all presented by Miss Utility and comes your way on a busy Saturday, August 27th, so get your tickets at Baysox.com.
So on to the top of the 7th we go, as Jensen Elliott got a huge out to end the 6th. And now Matt Frazier will bat here leading off this 7th inning. Elliott ready to throw. And here's the pitch. And it's off speed, up and away, ball 1. Final line on Garrett Stallings, 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, only 1 run. He walked 1 and struck out 4. A strong night for Stallings, as just off the outside, an off-speed pitch, and it's 2-0 to Frazier. While a former Baysox, another 2021 Bowie Baysox, getting their first major league start tonight. Elliott throws, a swing and a miss at a fastball, and the count 2-1. He's the 200th ever Baysox to reach the major leagues. How about that? Terran Vavra. Middle infielder. He's the DH of the Orioles tonight in the 8th spot in Cincinnati. As a changeup gets a wave and a miss. Count is now 2-2. Now Vavra did have a bit of an injury-plagued year last year with Bowie. He hit .248, but he had a .388 on base percentage. As a ground ball chopped weakly right side. About 3 hops to Cullen in second, and he throws out Frazier, and 1 retired. And now Leo Vera. Peguero will come to the plate. Vavra, the Orioles got him when they traded former Baysox in 2015 reliever Michael Givens, who's now a reliever with the Chicago Cubs. They traded him to the Rockies. I think they got Tyler Nevin, who's in the lineup for Baltimore tonight as well in that trade, as there's a fastball strike at the knees. And they got Vavra. And Vavra's had a huge year in AAA Norfolk this season. As now the 0-1 coming. And it's a cold strike with a changeup, 0-2. He has hit .324, and he's got a .435 on base percentage. I mean, that is in the stratosphere. Here's the pitch. Well off the outside, a hard breaking ball. That's all the way to the backstop, down and away. The Terran Vavra grew up with his dad as a coach for the Minnesota Twins. Actually went to the University of Minnesota, the Gopher, former third-round draft choice, now in the bigs. Pitch, and it's down and away, and they count 2-2. Great to see, and you see the trades the Orioles have made. Their starter, Dean Kramer, tonight, a former Baysox, who was a part of the Manny Machado trade to the Dodgers. Yeah, they're just all over the place. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul into the Altoona dugout. And I think Peguero broke his bat. Now, the Orioles from 2018 to 21, that's 4 straight seasons, have been sellers at the deadline. It's expected that they are to be sellers again this year, even with how well they have played of late again. But we're going to have to see here. And the trade deadline is rapidly approaching. It's, 3 days away. The count 2-2 to Peguero. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with an off-speed pitch down, and Peguero chased. And Elliott gets the strikeout. And there's 2 down in the inning. And now Connor Scott, 1 for 2 tonight. Another former first-rounder will stand in. Scott's a fun ball player to watch. He really had a great base-running maneuver last night in a bloop, what I thought would be double down the left field line. Prieto went running after it. Pitch, and Scott takes just maybe a bit low. And they count 1-0 with a changeup. Prieto ran well out to try to catch it, and when it fell, nobody covered third. Scott got into second. He raced for third, and he got there. As a fastball just does miss. Maybe a bit down, maybe a bit in. And they count 2-0. That looked like it was in there. He is now 5 for 10 at the plate in this series. 2-1 Bowie leads, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 7th inning. Great ball game tonight as Elliott throws. And it's down and inside. A fastball for ball 3. Catcher, right-handed hitter, 9-hole batter. Grant Cook is on deck here for the Altoona Curve. Pitch, and it's down and inside, ball 4. So Scott walks with 2 down. He can run. And now here is Cook. And also we're going to see a visit now from Josh Conway, the Baysox pitching coach, coming out to talk here with Elliott. One other big piece of news about the Orioles draft. You know, the Orioles have signed a lot of their top picks already. But there's a big question if they would be able to sign an 11th round high school pitcher who's got a great name for the Orioles, Zach Showalter. I don't believe he's got any relation to the great Buck Showalter, now the manager of the New York Mets, but Zach Showalter signed well over the slotted bonus that he was supposed to be given. The 11th rounder signing for $440,000. Now the Orioles able to sign a few players under the slotted amount, including Jackson Holiday, their first rounder, for maybe $700,000 beneath slot. Now that's really helped them sign some other players like Showalter. Pitch, and it's a little bit low with a fastball, ball one here to Cook. Conway went out to talk there to Elliott, who's trying to pound the bottom of the strike zone here. Nobody's warming in the Baysox pad. The 1-0 coming. Big swing and a miss. Took a little bit off on the inside half of the plate at 88, and Cook swung right through it. And the count 1-1. Cullen is up the middle as second baseman. Ortiz deep in the hole at short. As here's the pitch. And it's a chopper. Weakly struck. Gloving Elliott. Well wide of the mound. Throwing to get the out at first. From halfway between the mound and the third base bag. An athletic play. I don't think they get it out unless Elliott makes that play. And the 6'6" right-hander ranges beautifully off the hill to bring it in. And with it, the inning is over. It is stretch time in Bowie. And the Baysox are hanging on, leading 2-1 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
So we go to the bottom of the seventh inning. It's 2-1 Bowie. And J.D. Mundy will now lead it off. In from the left side. New pitchers on the hill for Altoona. As a fastball misses away, ball one. It is Emmanuel Mejia. After a strong outing from Priester, the former first-round pick of the Pirates, pitch and a fastball down and inside. And the count is now 2-0. Priester 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs allowed. Both earned. And he struck out 4 in the game. Here's the pitch. And a fastball misses away. And all of a sudden it is 3-0 here. There's already activity in the Altoona bullpen. Our right-hander is warming. Now Mejia has a 5.97 ERA pitch, and he misses badly up and away, ball 4. And Mundy is on with a leadoff walk, as Mejia did not find the strike zone there. Now Priester walked only 1, and now Mejia comes in and issues a walk right out of the gate. And here we go to the top of the order. Here's Connor Norby. 2-4 with a 5.97 ERA. Mejia, the first curve pitcher to work in a 30th game this year as he enters tonight. In at third, Alvarez, even with the bag actually right outside of the grass, as Norby takes off the outside. A fastball, ball one at 92 miles an hour. And now we're going to get a visit immediately here from the pitching coach. 5 pitches into the outing for Mejia. Drew Bennis is coming out to talk things over. We've talked many a time about Connor Norby being from East Carolina, and the Altoona manager as well from ECU in Kyron Madison. Now, Madison, a former ECU alum, as Madison. Is it still Priester out there? And I apologize. I thought they had put in a new pitcher. So it is still Priester. The count 1-0. Well, Priester's second walk of the night. And here's the pitch. And a breaking ball strike in the count 1-1. Now, Priester's working into the 7th inning here. How about that? Right-handed hitter Norby. And here's the pitch. Swinging a foul behind the plate. And the count is 1-2. So the man in the bullpen is Colin Selby here for Altoona. As now the 1-2 pitch coming to Norby. Priester sets and delivers. Breaking ball grounded foul. He hit it sharply but outside third. And the count remains 1-2. 5,453 our attendance tonight. Priester lets that right arm dangle. Comes set from the stretch. And here's the pitch. And a breaking ball, cued foul. Threw him the slow curve. And Norby just did stay alive. He's looking at the top of the bat to make sure it's in one piece. Altoona's manager, a former ECU Pirate. Once again in Kyron Madison, played all the way up to AAA in his playing career. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, inside, he nearly hit him with a fastball at 93 miles an hour. Well, Priester's been more erratic out of the gate in this 7th late in his start than we have seen previously. Former first rounder, the 2-2 coming. He throws, swinging a hard ground ball, diving at third to Glove Alvarez. They get an out at second. Norby is safe at first without a throw, but that looked like it was heading down the line. A spectacular play made by Alvarez and an enormous out. And Altoona has their first huge defensive play of the game. And that's going to be it for Priester. In the end, Priester goes 6 1/3 innings. I had him out of the game 2 batters prior. He allows 7 hits, 2 runs. He walks 2, and he strikes out 4. And he'll give way now to a right-hander entering here in Selby. We take a break. We are back in moments. 2-1 Bowie leads in the 7th. 1-on-1 down on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print. not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
So the new pitcher is Colin Selby, who will enter here. Priester goes 6 1/3 innings. He allows 7 hits, 2 runs. He walks 2 and he strikes out 4. And now Selby is in a big spot. Runner at first, 1 down. Fontana to the plate. Here for Bowie, the 2-hole hitter. Selby is 0-2 with a 2.70 ERA in 14 outings here with Altoona this year. He was named to the opening day roster here of the Curve. But he did have a 2-month stint on the IL that just 8 days ago ended. He'll deal to Fontana. Selby sets. And here's the pitch. Swinging a fisted pop foul just over the screen to the left side. And the count is 0-1 as Selby, that was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got some velo. Off first, Norby. And now a look to first, and Norby gets back to the bag safely. Selby was a late-round draftee in 2018. And he was another non-Division I player. He played at Randolph-Macon, which is here in the Mid-Atlantic. The 0-1 to Fontana. Here's the pitch. Swing and a whistled foul on a line right back to the backstop. Shane was right on that 98-mile-an-hour fastball, which was right down the middle. And the count is 0-2. They are playing to pull, and now the third baseman Alvarez goes well off the bag. He's almost playing deep in the hole. It's short. Triolo's up the middle. A good lead for Norby off first as Selby's 0-2. Inside with a fastball. Fontana leaning back away from it. And the count 1-2. Fontana's 1 for 3 tonight. He's singled back in the 3rd inning. Boy, what a year he's had. In 40 games entering tonight, a 921 OPS. 200 points above the league average. Incredible. As here's the next one. And a foul tip right off the top of the middle, the catcher Cook. And it bounds over the left shoulder of the home plate umpire Acosta. A foul ball as Fontana just does narrowly stay alive on a fastball at the top of the zone, right down the middle again at, once again, 98 miles an hour. Baysox have activity in their bullpen. As now the 1-2 pitch to Fontana. And a breaking ball got him looking. Boy, he pulled the string on the bender, and it was right over the plate for strike 3, no doubt about it. Fontana got some good hacks at that heater, but he was frozen by that bender. Yeah, there's 2 down in the inning, and here is Ortiz, who's got a hit tonight, an RBI as well. And once again, Joey's got 11 hits in this series. What a week it has been. And Matt spoke to this earlier in the broadcast. He's got an 8-game hit streak now, and he's got hits in 16 of 17. He had an 8-game hit streak prior. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Strike 1. That was in the zone at the knees over the plate. Big cut from Ortiz as he was gearing up for that 98. It's hard to look for anything else when you got a guy with a fastball like this. 2-1, Bowie leads in the 7th. The 0-1 coming. And a reaching swing, chopper right side. Backhanding a second up, Shackelford flipping to Selby, covering in time. And with it, the inning, it is over. So we head into the late innings, and Bowie's going to go to their bullpen, and it looks like it is Shelton Perkins who will enter the ball game. 2-1, the Baysox are in front on the Baysox Baseball Network.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
So we head to the 8th inning. What a ball game tonight. 2-1 Bowie leading. And into the ball game, the right-hitter Shelton Perkins after Jensen Elliott's an inning and a third scoreless. With a call of the 8th, here's Matt Sabatis.
Shelton Perkins against the top of the Altoona lineup with Jared Triolo to open it. As the first pitch in is a breaking ball that misses down and inside just a tad. It's 1-0 to open. Triolo a 1 for 3 day, doubled to left field in the third inning. He grounded out to second his last time up, 1-0. The changeup called for strike on the outside edge, and the count runs even at 1. It'll be Triolo, Andres Alvarez, and Blake Sable set to bat for Altoona in this frame as Bowie holds on to their one-run lead, 1-1. Check swing, pitch misses maybe a tad on the lower outside corner. They'll appeal and ring him up on it. So the strike is redeemed on what should have been a called strike in the first place. First base umpire Mitch Treziak making it 1-2. Perkins steps back, kicks high, fires the next, and it's a slider. Misses down and away again. That one a little bit lower than the previous pitch, so you can understand it slightly. Count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Perkins is really hammering that lower outside corner early with his slider. 2-2. Fouled off, third base side, went with a fastball in, and the count holds. Shelton Perkins, 5'10", 215-pound right-hander, 16th round draft selection in 2019 from James Madison. Second appearance in this series as he fires another 2-2. It's outside. Slider runs the count full on Triolo to open it up. On the season for Bowie, Perkins has made 22 appearances and gone 0-4 with a 4.56 ERA. 25 2/3 innings, 24 strikeouts, 19 walks. The 3-2 is down low, ball 4. Slider lost a little bit of the touch on those last 2 offerings, and Perkins walks the leadoff batter. That's the third walk by Bowie pitching today. And now a game-tying run on base with no one out for Andres Alvarez. Perkins is coming off of an inning on Tuesday that was fine. Alvarez squares on the first pitch, but pulls back on the slider that misses wide. Count starts out at 1-0. In the grand scheme, it was okay, but Perkins did allow 2 runs in just the 1 inning, while striking out 1 batter and walking 1 batter. He walked Matt Frazier to open the frame and gave up a 2-run home run to Connor Scott. But Bowie still won the game 11-5. The 1-0 pitch. Alvarez watches a fastball punch the inside corner for a called strike. It's 1-1. 0 for 3 day for the right-hander Alvarez, lined out to short. It was a scorcher to Joey Ortiz, but he was right there. Grounded out to third and then struck out looking his last time up. Pickoff throw. Back to first is unsuccessful, as Alvarez will step back in. Triolo has attempted 23 steals. He's been caught 5 times. 1-1 pitch. There's the slider, but just misses high. I'm not sure where. You can't even blame that on height. That was right across the meat of the plate. You could call it high as the excuse, but it's not as if Alvarez is 5'4" out there. That was a strike. And I'm not the complaining type, Adam. It's not as if I've gone too hard this season. Next pitch. Fastball misses down and inside. Runs the count to 3 balls and 1 strike on Alvarez. Runner at first, no one out here in the top of the 8th inning. As Perkins sets, splits the middle of the rubber, fires. Called a strike. Went with the slider again and brought it a little bit lower after he didn't get the previous slider called for a strike. He got that one to run, but back-to-back full counts now to open. The first to Triolo, who walked, and now to Alvarez, who's hitting 158 this season on full counts, walks much more often than he strikes out. Perkins sets, up at the chin and drops to the waist. 3-2 pitch. Popped him up foul, right side. Hanley running, keeps the mask on, but it will get out of play about 5-6 rows deep, and the count remains full. So it's already an early battle here for Shelton Perkins and the opposing batters. That slider of his seems to be working, at least with the movement that is trademarked. If he can get it to locate, if he can get to the swings and misses, that's what the question is going to be. Pickoff throw to first, no tag. Two attempts at first, so Triolo now does have an opportunity for an extended lead. There he goes, the 3-2 is swung on and fouled. Hits off of home plate. The slider again from Perkins. As the count stays full, we've got just a small glimpse of sunlight left in the night sky out past left field. A very light gradient into what remains of the grayish orange beyond the tree line, with dark blue well above and a couple of dark gray clouds that just grab a little bit of that remaining sunlight. Triolo goes again, another 3-2 is swung on and missed inside for strike 3. Throw to second is just late. A little high, but a good toss by Maverick Handley. Triolo took advantage. That's one of the benefits of the 2 step-off rule. Perkins had attempted 2 pickoffs, and because of that, he couldn't attempt a third unless he got Triolo, or Triolo would have been granted second base. We've not actually seen that rule be applied yet this season in a Baysox game, as Triolo picks up his 19th stolen base of the season, puts tying run in scoring position as Perkins picks up his first strikeout, the 6th of the day for the Baysox staff. Now here's Blake Sable. Shift on for the lefty, first pitch. He nicks it foul off of the mid of the catcher. 0-1 to start. It's been Sable's day. A pair of doubles. One in the first, one in the fourth, a single in the 6th. But he's not actually been involved in really any other piece of the Altoona offense. Hasn't driven anyone in. Well, he did score in the 4th inning, I should say. Just forgot to mark that down. Came in on the sacrifice fly by Macias. 0-1. Misses down. And the count runs even at a ball and a strike. Yeah, the sac fly by Macias after Sable opened up the 4th inning with a double. Moved to third, a well-timed base run on a ground out to the left side, and then came home on a deep fly out to right. 1-1. Sable floats it into left center field, hanging up for Haskin, and he's there. 2 away. And now here's Aaron Shackelford. Went with the changeup down and away. Perkins got it just on the edge of the zone for Sable to at least get some contact on it. But he had to flail his bat out there to get there, and it's 2 down for Shackelford. Back-to-back lefties. Shackelford is 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging in the first. Grounded out to short in the fourth. Walked in the sixth. He was the last batter that Garrett Stallings faced. First pitch. Misses under the knees. A breaking ball starts the count out at 1-0. Stallings is in line for the win for Bowie. If the Baysox can get it done, but they might be relying on a 6-out save from Perkins. That's a tall order. 1-0. Slider misses inside in the count to 2-0. Perkins has had his trouble with his slider this season against the left-handed batters. He's hit a couple of batters with it, and he has to dance around them at points just because of how much his slider moves. The 2-0. Changeup misses wide, and the count goes to 3-0 on Shackelford. Perkins does have 3 saves for Bowie this season, leads the team. 3-0. Down low, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. I'm not sure Perkins even used the fastball in that offering. Second walk of the inning for Shelton, and the 4th of the day for Bowie pitching. And now Fabricio Macias, who drove in the only run for Altoona today. Maverick Handley comes out for a quick battery visit. Outfield on the pull side, Joey Ortiz at shortstop is playing very deep in the hole for the right-handed hitter. Macias hit it to third his last time up, led to a force out at third that ended the 6th inning. Cesar Prieto plays close to the bag. First pitch in. The slider called for strike a little bit under the knees. Count opens up at 0-1. Perkins might have gotten away with that pitch. He holds ball in hand, rests glove on the front thigh, and sets now down at the waist. The 0-1 pitch. Slider again, rip foul. Third base side, that's a heart racer right there. Skips a little bit to the right of the bag, and all of a sudden this would have been a tie game. But it's 0-2 now on Macias. And a great conversation with Perkins the other day. Tried to ask him what is so special about his slider that makes it dance as much as it does. He couldn't pinpoint it. He just said he's grateful for how special it is. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a poke, lifted out to shallow left. Ortiz is back. He played deep in the hole, and it pays off. Ortiz makes the catch, and the inning is over. 2 walks in the frame, left stranded. Bottom of the 8th coming up as Bowie hopes for insurance. They lead 2-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Prince George's Stadium, a 2-1 ball game. As the Baysox try to maybe add on a little bit of insurance against Colin Selby, who retired the only 2 batters he faced in the 7th inning. Fans, don't forget, tomorrow is Superhero Day at the ballpark. First 750 fans through the gates, ages 13 and up, will receive a Grayson Rodriguez Super bobblehead. Baysox will also be wearing specialty jerseys auctioned off via the Live Source app with benefits going to the Children's Cancer Foundation. So get your tickets tomorrow for a 1:05 first pitch. Cesar Prieto leads off 4, 5, and 6 with Prieto, Haskin, and Welk. First pitch to the lefty is popped foul, left side out of play. Count opens up at 0-1. 2 for 3 day for Prieto. He laid down a bunt single on the first pitch of the second inning, breaking him out of an 0 for 9 skid. He struck out in the third, singled in the fifth. Here's the 0-1 offering. Lifted foul again, still up the third base line, but this one a much higher arced shot. And the count goes to 0-2. Selby steps back, kicks high, fires the 0-2 pitch, and Prieto watches fastball at 97 miss high. So, Adam, after that big fly, the other pitch to Prieto, I was watching back a little bit on some of the statistics that come through. The 1-2 pitch. Prieto watches a called strike 3. Breaking ball hit the lower outside corner. And that was a good pitcher's pitch, and it froze Prieto the entire way. Second strikeout for Colin Selby. So I was looking back through some of the StatCast data, and if you recall, I think it was during the Akron series, I was bemoaning that we couldn't find data for the arc of balls, the apex, as high as they got.
All right.
It is in there. I just didn't look hard enough. Here's Hudson Haskin. First pitch, a slow bouncer foul. Third base side, he was ahead on the breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to start.
And it does show you how different the game is, in that regard, because things like that, this level of data for minor league ball players, and of course, as these players are scouted even before they're drafted, they have data of this nature.
0-1 to Haskin. Check swing. He went. Home plate umpire rings him up on it on a slider down and away. 0-2. Haskin 0 for 3 on the day.
I mean, you look back 7 or 8 years ago in minor league baseball and the way things were run in 27 of the 30 organizations now seems a bit archaic.
0-2 pitch. Haskin swings and misses. Third strikeout for him this evening. Third strikeout for Selby to boot. And there's already 2 gone here in the 8th inning on a pair of punch-outs. That's 7 strikeouts for the Altoona staff. You were talking about it not too long ago. It's just you turn back the clock. Well, you take one number off of the tens digit in the year column, and you're with a coaching staff of just 3 people. The manager, the pitching coach, and the hitting coach. That's it.
Almost 20 years ago, but that was the case in 2003, 2004 in the minor leagues.
First pitch to Toby Welk is swung on and missed. A great slider with some movement from Colin Selby continues to devastate right now. 0-1 to start, as Welk is 1 for 3, a single. He reached on an error. He's not been able to get to second base. 0-1. Popped up, foul ground, right side, sprinting over Shackelford at first, up against the wall, but it's about 4 or 5 rows deep. And the count quickly to 0-2.
I used to joke about it with the bus, right? Because when I started my career,
you had space.
You sit, at the back of where the staff sits. So I'd be in the 3rd row, and you really get to know the staff, right?
Further and further back.
The last year I traveled with the Baysox 3 years ago, I was in the middle of the bus.
Here's the 0-2 to Welk. Called strike 3. Curveball on the inside edge, and Selby strikes out the side. He only threw 1 pitch out of the zone. That was a great frame. We go to the 9th at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie, by the skin of their teeth, is 3 outs away from a win. They lead 2-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Celebrate your Chesapeake pride on Friday, August 19th as the Baysox host Maryland's Baytoberfest at Prince George's Stadium. All things Maryland presented by Royal Farms with an upcoming special Baytoberfest beer stein and ticket package available. And with a big chance to celebrate all things Maryland, it wouldn't be complete without your very own Maryland flag-designed Baysox hat with Adley Rutschman and his number 35 patched on the side. It's the Maryland Baytoberfest and the Adley Rutschman hat giveaway Friday, August 19th at Prince George's Stadium. So get your tickets at baysox.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
We're on to the 9th inning at Prince George's Stadium. Thank you so much for sticking around this evening on what's been, well, pretty much the tensest game of this series. It's without a doubt a certain fact, as the first 3 games were blowout wins for Bowie. Yesterday, the Baysox trailed 5-0 after the first half inning. Well, they didn't get it close. They still lost 6-4. But it's 2-1 as we move to the 9th. Alongside Adam Pohl, I'm Matt Sabatas saying thank you so much for stopping by. Clayton McGinnis takes over for Bowie to try and pick up the save.
Yeah, McGinnis has got 1 save this year. This will be his 11th outing. He's got a 6.57 ERA. So let's see. He's the 4th Baysox pitcher of the night.
It'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the Altoona lineup, starting with Matt Frazier. The line on Sheldon Perkins is final. He earns a hold, 1 inning, no hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. That's it. Left-hander Frazier leads off. He singled in the 2nd and was taken out on an obstruction call. First pitch laced out to left center field. Haskins sprinting, closes the gap. He's there. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now on to Liover Peguero. Clayton McGinnis, 6'1", 180-pound right-hander. Non-drafted free agent signed in 2019 out of Wichita State University. 1-0 record, a 6.57 ERA as Adam mentioned. 12 1/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, 6 walks. 1 save in 2 opportunities. His save came over the weekend, his last weekend, not this current weekend, in Richmond. First pitch to Peguero. Slider misses down and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. An 0-for-3 day for Peguero. 2 strikeouts, including 1 in the 7th inning. He popped out to the catcher in the 5th. 1-0 pitch. Slider again down and away, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. McGinnis is making his 2nd appearance in this series. He came in back on Wednesday. That was the 12-3 win. He was the final pitcher in that contest. Tossed a scoreless 9th. 2-0. Inside that plunked Peguero. That hobbled him on that right knee, it appears. No, his left knee. One of his knees. But now he's sprinting up the line, so he must be okay. Just that initial shock. It wasn't a very fast pitch. The changeup inside. But the tying run is on base for Altoona for what's now the 4th consecutive inning. All the while, though, Bowie has been holding on. But now Connor Scott, who came into this game hitting .318 against the Baysox in the season series. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. He's not gotten to second base, however. Light shift on for the left-handed hitter, but with runner at first being held on, there's still a decent-sized gap. First pitch. Fastball dots the inside edge of the zone at 94. It's 0-1. McGinnis tossed that scoreless 9th. 3 nights ago, he walked the leadoff batter Macias, then got a flyout, a strikeout, and a pop-out to end the game. 0-1 pitch. Scott grounds it to second. This could do it. Cullen turns to Ortiz. Back to Mundy. It's there. The Bowie Baysox are winners once again by the slimmest of margins. They take the series from Altoona 2-1. Maverick Hanley, a go-ahead home run in the 4th inning. Got the job done. Garrett Stallings, a stellar start. And Bowie stays in first place.
Yeah, and I think it's a fitting way, is it not, for how the game ended, because it's a rare night where you say infield defense may win you a game, right? But it really felt like that. Altoona made 2 errors in the infield. 1 cost them a run, without question, in a 1-run game in the end. And Bowie made so many great defensive plays, and that was a beautifully turned double play to end the ball game.
We've got plenty more to come as we look ahead to Baysox postgame. A fun recap of this one and a look around the Eastern League. Back after this, you're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Sabatis.
All right, we're rolling with a Baysox postgame that's got a lot of fun to go with it. A 2-1 win for the Bowie Baysox this evening as we continue on from Prince George's Stadium. Alongside Adam Pohl, I'm Matt Sabatis. We'll recap this one in depth as they've been shooting off some fireworks over past left field for just a brief moment now. We'll get some fireworks in the ballpark here in just a moment, so I guess someone's just doubling.
Home Depot fireworks show has began.
Someone's doubling up on us, but while there weren't too many fireworks today for Bowie, there was a big win, and that's what matters most. As we recap this one, going all the way back in time to the faraway land of 6:37 p.m. when first pitch came home from Garrett Stallings to Jared Triolo. It missed up and away a fastball, but Stallings would eventually work a scoreless inning around a two-out double by Blake Sable, in which Aaron Shackelford struck out swinging to end the frame. Bottom of the first, Quinn Priester, a very high-valued Pirates pitching prospect, the 3 Ps, as they like to call it, Adam. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, 3-up, 3-down inning for Priester. So Priester, the 4 Ps, Priester, the Pirates' prized pitching prospect. As Priester put together a 3-up, 3-down first inning. The Baysox did get a couple of runners on in the second inning thanks to a bunt single by Cesar Prieto, but after 2 innings, both sides were held scoreless. In the top of the third, Garrett Stallings worked around 2 base hits, including a double. In the bottom of the third, the Baysox got something across. J.D. Mundy wasn't even in the original starting lineup, opened up with a double, moved to third on a single by Shane Fontana, and scored on what would eventually turn out to be a theme of the day. Tough defense for Altoona.
19. Incredible pitch. And he swings and grounds it sharply. Gloving at third, Alvarez. To second one. Bad throw to first. Way high. Home to score Mundy. It's into the Bowie dugout. Ortiz gets second. And the Baysox catch a break and have a 1-0 lead.
So the Baysox led 1-0 after just those 3 innings, but in the top of the fourth, Altoona was quick to respond. Blake Sable led off with a double, moved to third on a ground out by Aaron Shackelford, and that set the table for what was just needed, a fly ball by Fabricio Macias to tie it.
Not far from the U.S. border. As a swing and a lifted fly to right, is it deep enough? Fontana over towards the line, makes the catch. Here comes a throw, heading home Sable, and it's just offline as Sable slides in, foot first safely with the game's tying run.
So 1-1. Things were looking a little bit dicey. Garrett Stallings, though, locked in. He tossed a scoreless fifth, worked into the sixth, but the Baysox weren't able to get him through 6 innings. No big deal because Jensen Elliott came in and finished the frame scoreless. Meanwhile, in the bottom of the fourth, Bowie gave Stallings the lead, and as it would turn out, he'd hold it.
There's a homer and 6 driven in the series. And he swings and drives one way into the Bowie night, down the line and left, and out of here. Hanley gets into one. It was a if it stays fair, it's gone kind of homer. Oh, what a drive. And it's put the Baysox back in front, on top now, 2-1.
8th home run for Hanley this season, his 3rd against Altoona this season. Sometimes guys just have good luck, good fortune, or a good eye against specific pitchers in question. And we would sit like that for the rest of the game. While Bowie would get plenty of opportunities at insurance, including 2 runners on base with 2 outs in the 5th, and a runner at second base in the 7th inning, they just couldn't get anywhere. Meanwhile, though, Jensen Elliott worked scoreless in the 7th. Sheldon Perkins walked 2 batters in the 8th but kept things scoreless. And after hitting a batter in the 9th, Clayton McGinnis got a little help from Bowie's defense to wrap up the win. 0-1 pitch. Scott grounds it to second. This could do it. Cullen turns to Ortiz. Back to Mundy. It's there. The Bowie Baysox are winners once again by the slimmest of margins. They take the series from Altoona 2-1. So that's it. Pretty simple. Your final box score. Altoona scores 1 run on 6 hits with 2 errors. They left on 7. Bowie scores 2 runs on 7 hits with no errors. They also left on 7. Garrett Stallings picks up the win. He's 4-8 on the season, while Quinn Priester takes the loss. A tough luck loser is Priester. Despite throwing a quality start, he falls to 1-2, as Clayton McGinnis earns the save for Bowie, his 2nd of the year. Game was played in 2 hours and 26 minutes in front of a paid attendance at Prince George's Stadium of 5,453. With the loss, Altoona falls to 47-48 on the year. Their 1-game winning streak is, of course, over. They're now 23-27 on the road, 15-17 in games decided by 1 run. With the win, Bowie moves to 44-50 on the year, a 1-game winning streak, as the Baysox are 27-22 at home and 15-19 in games decided by 1 run. That's the big difference right now, Adam, because there was a point this season where the Baysox were 6-16 in games decided by 1 run.
Yeah,
so now 15-19, that tells you what a massive turnaround it's been for Bowie.
No doubt. I think the defense tonight really wins Bowie the game, but when you look at that stat and that pattern over the course of the year, I think the Baysox and their bullpens surge here in the month of July has really been a big part of winning so many close games of late.
So the Baysox bullpen has put together really their best numbers, a 2.56 ERA in the second half, lowering them to just a 4.18 ERA. That's a step down of well over half a run since the start of the second half. The bullpen has really been the shining star for Bowie over the last few weeks. The Baysox improved to 17-8 in the second half, while Altoona falls to 14-12. Of course, Bowie will stay atop the Southwest Division standings for another day, but as we take a break now, we'll look around the rest of the Eastern League and start with a bit of unfortunate news because, boy, those Seawolves, they're something.
I know.
They've been having a good series against Reading. We'll give you the lowdown in just a second. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Postgame.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Well, it's the night that all Orioles fans should have circled on their calendar. Sunday, August 21st, when the Baysox celebrate Birdland. We know you're already loud and proud at Prince George's Stadium, but you don't want to miss this game, as the Baysox will be giving away special mystery autographed items from the 2022 team. The first 750 fans ages 3 and up will receive a mystery autographed item, so be sure to get your tickets fast. Sunday, August 21st, the Birdland celebration. Go to Baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With two of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, we're back to Prince George's Stadium one final time this evening as we get ready to conclude Baysox postgame following a big 2-1 win for Bowie over Altoona. They've taken the series with the curve and have an opportunity to dominate the set tomorrow, but we'll discuss that in a little bit as we take this time now to look around the rest of the Eastern League and see how these other squads are faring. Couple of finals, but 3 games still in action. Harrisburg and Akron have now tied themselves up. Akron had a 3-run lead into the 7th inning, but Harrisburg has now knotted it, including a run in the top of the 8th where they have a go-ahead run in scoring position. We'll see how that one plays out, as Harrisburg has really been trying to make at least something out of that series. Bowie will visit the Senators next week. New Hampshire and Binghamton going back and forth. New Hampshire had a 2-run lead after just the first inning, but Binghamton put on 3 runs in the 4th. New Hampshire tied the game in the 5th, but Binghamton has taken the lead. They lead 4-3 in the 8th. And then a matchup that could possibly happen in the playoffs, something that's just been going on all week down at the Diamond, has clearly been dominated by Somerset, the first half winner in the Northeast Division and the first half winner in the Southwest Division. It had been originally dominated by Somerset. They took the first 3 games, but Richmond won yesterday. And after Richmond took a 2-0 lead in the 4th inning, Somerset tied it in the 6th, and they've been stuck there since. Richmond has winning run at third base in the bottom of the 10th inning with 2 outs. So they could go to the 11th. We'll have to see. But it's 2-2 as Richmond and Somerset continue to tango. But then the score that matters most for Bowie in the standings is Erie. And boy, those Seawolves are hot. Their 6th consecutive win after falling behind early to Reading. The first batter of the game went long. That was Jose Rojas for Reading. He picked up a solo home run, but Erie tied it in the bottom of the 2nd. Added on another in the 4th. Reading briefly tied it in the 6th, but a 3 spot in that same frame for Erie gave them the lead for good. 5-2, the final up at UPMC Park. Erie has a chance for the sweep tomorrow. That's something that Bowie is really hoping that they can try and avoid, but obviously they don't have much say in the matter. That's how things look around the rest of the Eastern League. Adam, how is the Orioles organization
Well,
looking?
Unfortunately, Baltimore has been on such a great run. They got out to a 2-0 lead, but they are trailing big at Cincinnati 8-2 in the 8th inning. Aberdeen, the high A affiliate, was rained out tonight, so only 2 other games in the system. Former Baysox Bruce Zimmerman's having an outstanding night in Memphis, Tennessee. He's worked 5 scoreless innings, striking out 3, and the Norfolk Tides have a 2-0 lead in Memphis as they are heading to the bottom of the 6th. And Delmarva a winner tonight on the road in Lynchburg, 5-4. Second baseman Luis Valdez. I don't know if many Oriole fans have heard about him, but boy, he has been a base-stealing machine. He got 3 hits tonight. He's hitting .274, and he stole his, get this, 53rd base of the year.
Adam, I think that's a lot.
Amazing. 53.
I think that's a few.
You know, the Baysox record is up in the right around 70 or 80, and he's going to get there here this year.
Well, hopefully we see him sometime soon. But again, the score we care about most on this production is that of Bowie's. And, oh boy, it was a tense one but a fun one, as the Baysox take down Altoona 2-1 this evening and win the 6-game series, taking their 4th game of the set, an opportunity to take their 5th out of 6 tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, it'll be right-hander Justin Armbruster going for the Baysox, a 1-0 record and a 4.38 ERA, versus right-hander Carmen Mojinski going for Altoona. 3-6 record for Mojinski, a 4.80 ERA. He was unable to escape the first inning. Well, actually, he did get out of the first inning in Tuesday's game, but he couldn't go any further as he was served the loss in Bowie's 11-5 win on Tuesday. Tomorrow's game will be at 1:05 with a DCA Imaging Systems pregame show set for 12:45. For now, though, we say so long. Matt Sabatas and Adam Pohl saying thank you so much for stopping by this evening on what's been a very fun night as we cap it off with the fireworks out in right center field. One more time, your final tonight, Bowie 2, Altoona 1. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game, and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.